For a great low price. They make the whole process easy. Big John's Closeouts, 238 East Elk Avenue, Elizabeth, in your hometown building supplier for over 20 years.
We hammer high prices.
Get the tires your car needs for both fall and winter cold now at Hayworth Tire Center, Highway 19E, Valley Forge. Hayworth Tire is a family-owned business supporting local high school sports teams and also offering tire buyers more than just name-brand quality tires. Obtain the new brakes, front-end alignment, shocks, and other automotive needs you might have. Plus, get lifetime computer balancing and lifetime tire rotation with every tire purchase you make from Hayworth Tire, Highway 19E, Valley Forge. Open weekdays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 8 to 1.
Elizabethan Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethan webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
Welcome back to the Carter County High School Preview. I'm David Miller for WBEJ Radio Sports. Of course, WBEJ will be broadcasting from Anderson County in just a little bit. It's Elizabethan at Anderson County tonight. Anderson County 6-5, Elizabethan 9-1. The Cyclones have never won a game at Anderson County. Anderson County is a much improved football team since they lost their quarterback in the early part of the season. He broke his arm. So they've been having to rebuild the program behind the new quarterback, and it's paid off. So we'll have to see how the Cyclones deal with that tonight. And you'll hear all the play-by-play from Stacy Street and Tony Briggs on WBEJ Radio Sports. Also in Class 4A tonight, it'll be Knox Fulton 8-3 taking on Greenville 11-0 in tonight's contest. We'll watch that one closely. In Class 3A action, Pigeon Forge 8-2 will be at Unicoi County. Unicoi County's had a terrific season. They are 10-1. Gatlinburg Pittman 7-4 will take on Alcoa. Alcoa did not have to play in the first round because Johnson County was struck with the COVID bug, so they had to step aside, and Alcoa drew the bye. In Class 2A action, it'll be Hampton at Rockwood. Should be a great contest. Both teams match up very well. Hampton is 8-2 on the season, and Rockwood 8-3. Also in Class 2, we're looking at Oneida at South Green. Oneida is 8-3 on the season. South Green, very explosive, fast football team. They are 9-2. In Class Single A action, it'll be Midway at Coalfield. We'll watch that game this evening, score-wise, but it's Oakdale at Cloudland this evening. So there's a football game you can go to. Oakdale at Cloudland, of course, kickoff tonight at 7 o'clock. Oakdale is 8-3. Cloudland is 10-1. They lost to Hampton, but they played extremely good football since that fourth game of the season. I'll be talking to head coach Zach Benfield of the Cloudland Highlanders in the second part of our show, so stand by. Other games of interest, Class 5A, Knox Central at Daniel Boone. Knox Central is 7-3, Boone 5-5, and David Crockett will be on the road at Knox West. Knox West at 9-2, Crockett is 7-4. Only one team left in Upper East Tennessee in 6A play, and that's West Ridge at Maryville. It'll be a tough contest. West Ridge 9-2 on the season. Maryville is a perfect 11-0. Unfortunately, we did lose two teams in round one of playoff action. Unaka was defeated by Midway. Final score last Friday was 42-26, and the Happy Valley Warriors were defeated by Rockwood by a score of 40-6. In a moment, we'll be back with head coach Zach Benfield with the Cloudland Highlanders as the Carter County High School preview continues on WBEJ Radio Sports.
The holidays are just weeks away. Is your kitchen ready to entertain family and friends? If not, come see the hometown folks at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton, where they offer a complete line of all wood kitchen cabinets in a variety of styles and finishes. Complete your project with new flooring and countertops. Big John's can measure, design, and even deliver your beautiful new kitchen, all for a great low price. They make the whole process easy. Big John's Closeouts, 238 East Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, your hometown building supplier for over 20 years.
We hammer high prices.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
Get the tires your car needs for both fall and winter cold now at Hayworth Tire Center, Highway 19E, Valley Forge. Hayworth Tire is a family-owned business supporting local high school sports teams and also offering tire buyers more than just name-brand quality tires. Obtain the new brakes, front-end alignments, shocks, and other automotive needs you might have. Plus, get lifetime computer balancing and lifetime tire rotation with every tire purchase you make. From Hayworth Tire, Highway 19E, Valley Forge. Open weekdays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 8 to 1.
Welcome back to the Carter County High School preview. We have head coach Zach Benfield of the Cloudland Highlanders with us. And, Coach, once again, thank you for carving out some time to give us an interview about your great team up there. You're doing gangbusters at Cloudland. Tell me about the season as a whole and how you got to where you are right now.
Good question, Dave. I think the biggest reason that the kids have been so successful is they've improved each week. We started out a little bit slow, week 0, and, after the big loss to Hampton week 4, from that point until now, we've really improved tremendously each week. And I think that's a testament to the kids and their character and, their willingness to not only be coached by the coaches, but, to do things individually themselves, not having to be told to do so. I think that's a huge testament to the kids as well.
When Cloudland is, you have to rely on that individual success, and if you will, but they're going both ways. How do you keep them enthusiastic? And wins will do that, but how do you keep them enthusiastic throughout the year? Because as the year wears on, the bumps and bruises become more and more.
Right. I think that the biggest thing is the kids have to understand that the bottom line is we're trying to win football games. It's the only thing that matters. I think if there's some selfishness that starts to creep up, which on our team we don't have any, thank the Lord, I think that's when you start having players that don't want to do this on defense or they don't want to play this on offense. But I think when the goal and everybody's on one level head of we just want to win, we've got to find ways to win, that's all we're worried about, I think that really helps with kids going both ways because, instead of them playing a certain position because that's what they want to,
right,
they're playing wherever they need to win a ball game. And I think that's really, really important with the question.
You're with a young man by the name of Seth Birchfield, named one of 5 semifinalists for the 2021 Tennessee Titans Mr. Football Award for Class 1A. He seems to be a pretty humble kid, a very talented young man. What does he do for your team?
Seth does a lot, not only on offense, but defensively as well.
Right.
I think he kind of gets overlooked for his defense. He's either first or second on the entire team in tackles as well. But Seth, man, he leads by example. He does all the little things correct. He's not a player that you have to stay on all the time. You tell him to do something, and it's yes, sir, and then, he does it perfect from then on out. And that's just the type of kid he is. And the biggest thing with Seth that he's developed over probably the last month has been his leadership vocally. He's really grew into a vocal leader. something that I don't think he's used to doing. And, man, he's done a really good job of being that vocal leader. And I think that's just as important as all the yards he's gaining as well.
I think so, too. And when it comes down to leaders, you've got Chase Shell leading the team against Oakdale Friday night. Tell me about him and his leadership qualities.
Chase is a great leader. He is one of the best as far as leading by example kids I've ever coached, as far as him being so young. He just leads by example. He makes good throws, but one thing that Chase does a really good job of is making audibles at the line. You know, if he sees a certain hole that he thinks is open, he did it probably 5 to 10 times against Greenback, and whenever he made the audible, it went for 15 yards a pop. And having somebody that has that type of experience on the team that understands when to make those calls and how to make those calls, Chase is a really good all-around quarterback. I appreciate it.
You and I were talking before we went on the air. There are many things for head coaches to do, and so many of them have sort of nothing to do with coaching, and that is taking care of the field and painting the fields and getting things ready for games to happen, especially at small schools like Cloudland and Unaka. I know Coach Bennett spoke last week that it's a real joint effort by not only the coaching staff, but the staff in the school and also the community to come out and make these games work, correct?
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's a whole lot more that goes into it besides the X's and the O's. If that's all you had to do, it'd be a walk in the park. But, you know, I appreciate those little things, you know, like painting the field. I think the kids, whenever they see that the coach is doing it, you know, last year at Cloudland, Scott Potter was the athletic director, the vice principal, the head football coach, you know, and he still took time to paint the field and mow it. And I think whenever kids see that the coaches are taking time out of their day to do that, I think it, you know, in a way it may make them, you know, play harder for you because they understand the hard work that you're putting in as well. You know, it's not like you're just standing there yelling at them and they're having to do all the physical work. I think it kind of, you know, lets the kids know that the coaches are putting in work as well. But it is a lot. But you know, it's how it goes at the single A schools. You know, O'Brien Bennett's at Unaka. It's another, you know, little single A school, Title I school, and it's, you know, that's the type of sacrifices you have to make around here in order to be a head coach. And the thing is, and I bet if you ask Coach Bennett the same thing, he would say the same thing. You know, it's not even a big deal to us. You know, it seems like a lot, but it's the least we could do for all the hard work the kids put into what we're trying to get them to do.
You go up against Oakdale Friday night in the second round TSSAA playoffs. Tell me what you know about that team.
Oakdale is a really physical team. They're a little bit small, but they play really, really hard. And that's the reason I think they're sitting at 8-3 right now. They've usually played harder than every team that they've played. They enjoy hitting, and their linebackers have a nose for the football. So it's going to be a battle. But I think we can win, but it's not going to be an easy one. Oakdale's a really good team. We're going to have to come to play in order to beat them.
You've got your offense, I think, in as good a shape as it could be. What about your defense, and as far as are you healthy or not going into Friday's game?
Yeah, we're fairly healthy, about as healthy as we could be for, you know, week 2 of the playoffs. We got some dinks and dungs, but I think we'll be okay as far as injuries go. But I think we'll be okay. As far as the defense goes, Coach Adam Bowen's our defensive coordinator, and he's done a magnificent job this year. He does a really good job of teaching the players how to act as coaches on the field, if that makes sense. Instead of just giving them one call and that's what they have to run, a lot of times he'll give them options. And what that does, in my opinion, is it kind of, you know, it produces leaders because they're having to think of, well, okay, we went over this. I'm going to choose to, you know, to put my defense in this type of coverage.
Right.
And I think that style of coaching really, really helps kids as far as producing leaders and making them feel comfortable with their, you know, their responsibility on defense. We've done a really good job of stopping the run and forcing teams to have to throw it. And our defensive ends, Maverick Simmerly and Jake Isaacs, have done a really good job of getting to the quarterback quick to make the throw as fast as possible. So our defense has came a really, really long way, and I think they're clicking as well right now too.
At this juncture, second-round playoffs, still playing football, you're not looking at putting new plays in and changing things up. You've got to pretty much play with the cards you're dealt. What else can you do at this point as a head coach?
Well, I think one of the most important things is keeping everybody on the same page, making sure that nobody loses the focus that we are trying to get past Oakdale and get towards Cofield. I think, once the season kind of gets into November and it's been 3 or 4 months of the kids being together and grinding, a lot of times not only the physical effort, but a lot of times the mental effort will kind of go away here and there in practice, and that's every kid, not just here at Cloudland, because they've just been, dug and really ran hard for so long. So, I think re-emphasizing that, guys, the common goal is still the same. We have to do whatever we need to do, learn whatever we need to learn in order to beat Oakdale.
Just comes back to basics, doesn't it?
I think it does, and now, I'm not opposed to putting in 1 or 2 plays that you may think catch a defense off guard, but as far as, putting in an entire formation and how you're going to block it, I don't really agree with that. I think you're completely correct on that. It's just getting back to the basics, making sure that the things that we've already done good, that we can do better, not practicing to get it good, practicing to get it to where I can't do it wrong. I think that's really important as well. Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, one thing about it, the game is upon us, 7 o'clock kickoff at Cloudland. We've got Oakdale coming in for the second round of playoff action. Coach, I thank you so much for being with us, especially trying to get you at last minute. I know you have a lot to do up there, but thank you once again.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dave. Go Landers.
Absolutely. Go Landers. Once again, that's head football coach Zach Benfield with the Cloudland Highlanders on the WBEJ Carter County High School Preview. We've got Elizabethton at Anderson County. Elizabethton has never won a game in Anderson County. We changed that tonight here on WBEJ Radio Sports. Sean Witten Show is coming up. Pre-game at 6:30. Game time 7 here on WBEJ. I'm David Miller for the Carter County High School Preview. You've been listening to the Carter County High School Preview. Brought to you by Hayward Tire Center, Big John's Closeouts, and Elizabethton Electric Department. The Sean Witten Show is next on WBEJ Radio Sports.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
In an ever-changing, fast-paced real estate market, you need a hometown agent who has knowledge and experience of the local market. Jay Crockett with RE/MAX Checkmate has a proven record of success in handling all aspects of your real estate needs. Jay Crockett puts his expertise, hard work ethic, and nationally backed RE/MAX advertising to work for you to obtain results. For any of your real estate needs, call Jay Crockett with RE/MAX Checkmate at office number 282-0432 or call Jay direct at 341-6884. Best wishes for another great season to the state champion Cyclones. Hot dogs are just $1.50 each every day, Monday through Saturday at Reynolds Grocery in the Keenberg community, Old Bristol Highway 2 Lane, Elizabethton. Don't forget about all the other convenience foods and drinks at Reynolds Grocery, where the outdoorsman will find a large selection of new and used firearms, ammo, fishing supplies, and tackle. Tim Reynolds is Reynolds Grocery, open 8 to 3, Monday through Saturday on the old Highway 19E in Keenberg, also serving you as a Tennessee lottery retailer. Since 1973, the Tri-Cities area has depended on Elizabethton Glass Company for glass window replacement, but Elizabethton Glass also supplies Lexan, stronger even than plexiglass. There's insulated glass, antique auto glass, mirrors, glass for bathroom shower doors, and Elizabethton Glass also replaces glass for storefronts and other business establishments. So for business or residential, depend on Elizabethton Glass Company for the glass you need. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 209 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton, and learn more on Facebook. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this upcoming holiday season.
Better than ever, country. WBEJ.
The Sean Witten Show is up next on WBEJ Radio Sports.
Finance your next automobile with a loan rate as low as 1.79% APR at Happy Valley Credit Union, Elizabethton, where this offer is extended into November. Come in and ask a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer for full details, as loan restrictions do apply. You could be driving a new or used car with a low payment based on a very low 1.79% APR. This loan offer has been extended for a limited time at Happy Valley Credit Union, corner of Lynn Avenue and C Street, Elizabethton. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area. And now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Come see the all-new 401 Hatcher Lane showroom location of your AMAR automatic garage door opening system dealer in Elizabethton, Rocky Top Garage Doors. Mitch Parlier, owner of Rocky Top Garage Door Service, has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years and is Elizabethton's AMAR door and linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa, Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
Learn more about Rocky Top Garage Doors online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. Want something different for Thanksgiving dinner this year? Consider adding Ridgewood Barbecue to your Thanksgiving meal. All holiday gatherings are best when the original Ridgewood Barbecue is part of the meal or party table. To order Ridgewood Barbecue in time for Thanksgiving, come by as soon as you can for details, or just call Ridgewood from 11 a.m. at 538-7543. 538-7543 for the best barbecue and thus the best feature on your Thanksgiving table. Ridgewood is 6 miles north of Elizabethton on Old Highway 90 at Bluff City. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WBEJ Radio Sports, 107.9 FM, 1240 AM, for the Coach Sean Witten Show for Week 2, Round 2 of the 2021 TSSAA 4A playoffs. Tonight we're going to be joined, Tony Briggs and myself, Stacy Street, we're joined by Head Coach Sean Witten as we talk about tonight's big matchup with the Anderson County Mavericks. We'll recap first last week's big victory here at home against the Knox Carter Hornets, a little bit about that game, and then talk a little bit about tonight's game. Coach Witten, first of all, you always worry about this first round, how your team's going to respond, a new opponent coming in, one of those Knoxville teams that always runs the gauntlet that is Knox County. Tell our listeners a little bit about what your final thoughts are about that first round game.
Well, just one play changed the whole concept of the game. We brag on a lot of people, Stacy, but just a guy that's new to our program, that's really being an unsung hero, that's really just a quiet person that goes about his business. But a lot of fans may not know about him. But Eli Williams' interception right before half really changed the whole landscape of the game. We did a great job of really dominating the first half. We felt like we were in total control, but when you look at the scoreboard, we're only up 13-0. We got a run game going. Knox Carter was a scrappy team on defense. We were getting 5 and 8 and 12 yards, but we just couldn't get the big play. Mm-hmm. And I really liked the way our offensive line set the tone. We ran the ball really well. We're a little bit conservative on defense, the way that they came in the passing attack, but one play changed the whole landscape of the game, and that was Eli Williams.
Yep, and Tony and I talked about that. You really were in control, but you look at the scoreboard and you kind of have that uneasy feeling, and you think, okay, it's playoffs. All you got to do is win, but 13-0 sure didn't feel as good as 19-0 going in there. And when with that interception and that long return, that lit a spark that didn't let up the rest of the ballgame.
Well, it was a good job by our linebackers. We've been them all year long about the RPO passes, about not biting up on the play fakes, and just, they extended that series. We gave them 2 penalties that got them converted to first downs. We had an opportunity to get the ball back and maybe score, but, to be able to go up 19-0 and get the ball back in the second half, it really kind of changed the whole, the outcome of the game. And then, we just, we felt like we were in control of the game, the way we could run the ball. We didn't really want to take a lot of chances. We only had 10 passing attempts in the entire game, but we felt like that if we didn't give up the big play against them defensively, that that they really couldn't beat us. We really won the game on the scoreboard at times, Stacy, but we didn't really win by our energy and our effort all the way through the course of the game. We probably had as many missed blocking assignments as we've had all year, and at times, we didn't rally around and gang tackle. We kind of let them kind of spurt out a couple of times on some of the pass plays. But, overall, we learned a lot about ourselves. I think that, the game kind of got, kind of chippy towards the end, and it really didn't need to. That's a really good team that really challenged us, and it made us learn from our mistakes.
We talked about this a lot, the penalties, but how do you keep your players focused in a game like that where you've got a coach that gets too personal, gets tossed, takes his sweet time getting off the field? You got referees standing over the ball, refusing to let the game proceed until he leaves. Then you got the big boy for him that rightfully so got tossed by the punches. And how difficult it is to say, hey, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 15-year-old, we're not going to do that.
Well, every time you see a yellow flag, Stacy, you just really worry about, when the next one is, when officials are tossing their guys and personal fouls. You get 2, you're ejected, and you can't play in the next game. But also, you really worry about guys like Trenton when their helmets come off 5 and 6 times in the course of the game, just because they just continue to get flagged on those as well. But I just think you got to constantly remind them. And that you see it when the game's over. At times we didn't play till the whistle blows, and at times we didn't play with a chip on our shoulder. We didn't play with that edge because we're telling them not to, kind of push the line. But, at times it seems like, we could have finished some tackles, we could have finished some plays, and we didn't. Maybe it was because we were afraid of what the outcome can be. But we just constantly reminding those guys to play smart. We've had our fair share throughout the course of the year, and we just let these guys know that accountability is at a premium in the playoffs, that one play, one penalty can really change the outcome of the game.
In all your 15 years, it seemed like we always get the ball first. The other team wins the toss, they defer. This time they flipped it. They won the toss. They actually got the ball. Defensively, made a good stand, turned the ball over, went down to score. How important was that setting the tone for you as a play caller?
Well, I thought it was really good for us to actually have, we actually, we script the first couple of series, first couple of plays of the game, but, we're kind of tossing around a little bit of what we really wanted to go with, and we had some different looks we wanted to show, but it's, first time in a long time our defense goes out there first, and, Mason Williams has been another guy that's really done a good job on kickoffs and setting the tempo early. We knew they were going to throw the ball and do some things. We went to a 3-man front, but it was really good to see our defense kind of rally around and make some plays, early in the game and get a 3-and-out, give us the ball back in great field position, and kind of take those chances. A lot of times most people, always defer. To put your defense out there and go play. But we've been so fortunate around here for a long period of time that we've always taken the ball. We try to steal an extra possession, in the first half and try to really get off to a great start, with the things that we can do offensively. So it's really good to see our defense go out there and hold their own.
And, speaking of that, you was talking about Eli Williams with that pick. We come back and you had to burn the timeout because of the personnel issue. You only had 10 out there. So you had possibly 1, maybe 2 plays. we score, we get the ball back, we score again, we're up 27-0 because were allowed to, as me and Stacy, double dip.
Yeah, I mean, we got the interception, and we did. Guys were out in front. Cade Russell, Caleb Johnson were out there blocking in front of him. Got the ball down the 10-yard line, or actually the 6-yard line. We had one timeout with 10 seconds. We have two different kind of goal line packages. One with Cade in there, one with he's out. Mason Ball, just trying to get the right personnel. We just got really lucky, there with 10 seconds left, you run the ball. No timeouts, you go into halftime, so we had to really take a shot to the end zone. We were able to execute that with Jake on the fade, but just hat off to our players for executing. Like I said, that one play changed the whole landscape of the game, and it's just that's the plays you have to make in the playoffs.
Final question on this segment. We're looking special teams. Seems like our extra point is not as crisp as it has been in the past, and I've heard you say we don't need to chase points, We missed another one again Friday night. What do you need to do to shore that up to where it gets back to being like it was in the past?
Well, it just comes down to guys got to relax and execute, in the playoffs and crunch time, and then we try to go for two once we scored there. And first time in 3 years we've got stopped on the Beef Packers ball on the 3-yard line. We ran ball behind Connor and Trenton and Brad and Blake and Mason. It don't get no bigger than that. But, yeah, especially Bryson, that's the first time he's been out of the end zone on that play in 3 years. But there's small areas that we got to just continue to get working each and every week. Just one play can be the difference in an extra point or a field goal or a block, and we just got to be better in those areas. And there's a lot of things when you go back and watch the film that you got to learn from. And just we've won a lot of games by 1 point. We've lost a lot of games by just 1 point. So those guys just got to tighten that up this week and then get themselves ready, and hopefully it doesn't come back and get us tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the first half of the recap of last week's Week 1 TSSAA 4A playoffs victory over Knox Carter. We come back, we'll preview tonight's Anderson County matchup as we're on the road down in Clinton, Tennessee. We'll be back after these words.
Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones. It can help get your finances organized for the holiday shopping season. Carter Finance can provide you with a holiday loan as small as $100. And, of course, if your Christmas budget requires more, see the folks at Carter Finance for a loan that fits your needs. Carter Finance also offers loans to pay off title and flex loans, home and land loans, and bill consolidation. Carter Finance, 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Call 542-2177 for more information. Shop the Jewelers Bench now for the 2020 Pandora Cyclone State Championship charm, sold exclusively at Jewelers Bench. Also now featuring a new selection of diamond engagement rings, tennis bracelets, rings, and much more. Jewelers Bench has silver jewelry lines including Anna Hay, Southern Gate, and Sterling Reputation. And see John for custom jewelry you might want, plus jewelry repair. The Jewelers Bench, across from Hardee's, Broad Street, Elizabethton. Get a reduced price for a limited time on Taco John's all-new 2021 Boss Burritos. Buy the Queso Blanco Boss Burrito by itself for only $5.29. That's $1 off the regular price. Or get it in a combo for only $8.80. That's $1 off the regular $9.80 combo price. The Queso Blanco Boss Burrito by itself or in a combo. Either way, the price is $1 off the regular price for a limited time at Taco John's, corner of Broad and Sycamore, Elizabethton. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery, 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, is currently accommodating all your catering needs, including baked items by special order.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, welcome back to the Coach Sean Witten Show. Coach, Anderson County, all familiar foe. 0-2 down here. We beat them this year at our place, but it was coming off the week where they lost their quarterback. They were a little bit of disarray because they didn't know what they was. How much different is the team now than they was in Week 5?
Well, Anderson County, first and foremost, is that they're a confident program. They do a great job, and a lot of their schemes, especially offensively, there's a lot of good blocking schemes. We mentioned after this game, week 6, that it was really big boy football. I mean, there's a lot of girth and a lot of size and a lot of speed on that side of the football with what they do offensively. They got a core group that really sets the tone for them. A couple of linemen, a couple of tight end H-backs, and a running back that really do a great job of leading that football team. Anderson County is a strong team. They do a lot of great schemes, and they've done a great job. They run some Wildcat. They've inserted a freshman quarterback. They were a little shell-shocked the first time we played them. Just didn't know what to do offensively. They've got a really good receiver in Bryson Dow, who's a playmaker that was basically a non-factor in the first game. He's a home run threat. He's a lot like a Parker Hughes or Jake Roberts that can beat you over the top. I mean, he's a little bit more involved. But really it comes down to Gavin Noe. Gavin Noe is a running back that he's had multiple games with 25 carries or more. In the second round game a year ago against Greenville, he had 40 carries. So we expect Gavin Noe's number to be called a lot tonight.
What can you take from week 1 or the week we played in week 5, even though the different quarterback, but they still did the Wildcat? What can you take and build off of that to prepare for tonight's contest?
Well, I think our guys just got to understand, number one, it's going to be a physical football game. And number two, we're going to have to make plays over and over and over again. They've done a few things formation-wise and with, rotating 2 quarterbacks in there. They really do a great job of keeping you on your toes. And the thing about it is just, there are a lot of formation sets with their tight ends and H-backs. They try to do a great job of keeping you, outflanked or off leverage or misaligned. And those 2 guys can catch the football. And so, really, the passing game was a non-factor. We forced 2 turnovers. We stopped them once on a 4th down, and then we also had a couple bad snaps in that game for our defense. So I expect, to be a little bit cleaner game for them offensively. And we learned a lot about our team offensively in that game. We didn't use a lot of our H-backs. We actually ran an H-back set 3 times in this game. We went more tight end. We took a lot of shots deep. We got down in the red zone a couple times, and we got kind of pass happy. They play a lot of man-to-man, which, we don't see a lot, but we've worked a lot of those. We were off a couple of times on the deep balls, but we just got to do a better job of executing, and we expect to see a lot of the same things we saw week 6.
This senior group, they were down there the last time we was there in 2018, where we felt like that we had a real good shot of going in there beating them. We got hurt, Corey gets hurt, Carter Everett gets hurt. But how do you take these young people and have them tune out the hype, the show, the offer, what they want to be? How do you take this young core group and tell them just to block it out?
Well, it's definitely got to start in the mind, and it started on Monday with the preparation of understanding, number one, our skill group has got to be better than their skill group. And in 15 years, Henderson County is a tough place to play. It is a tough environment, and you got to be able to block out that noise. But I think it's a mindset of physicality. Their record is 6-5, but they're a proven football team because they played really good competition, and so these guys are ready for a rematch. They're ready to embrace an opportunity. And the thing about it too is also Anderson County. This is 5 years in a row they've played at home round 2. Whether it's been us twice, Greenville twice, and now us for the 3rd time. The bar is really set high for them to be able to get to round 3, and it just shows how tough the 3 teams are in this region, and it's a really tough place to play, and it's really going to be a dogfight. And I think our guys have really learned. Our core senior group with Bryson Trent and Caleb Johnson, Brad Grayson, those guys understand really what it's going to take to go down there and get a big win.
Coach, we talked a little bit about you start worrying about those penalties when you see all those flags flying last Friday night. We know from the first game, other than the Ray County game, this was big boy football, as you said. How important it is tonight for these Cyclones? How important is it that they play through the whistle, that they finish those tackles, that they finish those blocks?
Well, we got to be a smart football team, and I think we got to kind of play one step ahead. The thing about it is, when you get down and play these games, is the whole sideline, the whole coaching staff, everybody as a unit's really got to keep their composure. And Anderson County's a quick scoring strike team early. They're going to try to capitalize on a lot of big plays to get us down, to kind of feed off of the energy. Those guys too have a strong core senior group that really understands what it takes to win these games. They've come up short several times, pushing themselves through. So, we know that there's going to be a big challenge game, but we just got to be smart. We got to understand the situation. We got to understand the things that they're trying to do to us. They're going to feed off of those sort of things, and it just really comes down to us just keeping our composure and making sure we get lined up and play the next play.
Been asked all week, is their quarterback coming back? Is their quarterback coming back? We know now he's not going to. The star quarterback is going to take the scholarship to Dartmouth and not play anymore to play it safe. And against us, they take probably one of their best players at that corner, one of the top corners in the state, put him in over there at quarterback, and they realized that it was hurting him and hurting them on defense, so now they put the freshman in there. Yeah. You think that changes whether they'll pass the ball? We know we're going to see two H-backs. We know we're going to see Gavin Noe. We're going to see 25 for all night long, but what do you think that does to their passing game?
Well, I think, any coach that, has a freshman in there or a backup quarterback in there, it's all about just getting him comfortable. It's getting him looks that, make him really comfortable and making them easy throws. And they do a lot of play action to throw the ball to those guys in the flats. Any quarterback, when you're starting to run the football and people have to load the line of scrimmage, it's easy for a quarterback to kind of make that touch throw, that deep ball, and let your guys go make plays. So, we expect those things to happen. Guys like Nate, Jake, they got to do a great job of playing man-to-man coverage tonight. A lot of the similarities on both sides of the ball in the same type of schemes of us using Brad, and Mason and Blake, using Trenton sometimes at offense, that it forces people, they either stay back in coverage or they come up and load the line of scrimmage and create one-on-one opportunities. So we expect them to take the shots. We expect them that, he's going to have to make some plays. He had 2 interceptions last week against Seymour. He held on the ball, had a couple sacks. So if we can do a great job in our coverage, we can come up with some big plays in the game against him. But, we expect maybe some screens. We expect maybe some early draws, maybe some misdirection passes. And, it goes back to old school, too. One of the quarterback's best friends is a tight end. Is just getting easy passes at tight end. They got one of the best in the state.
Final question. Got over the Anderson County hump earlier this year by finally beating them, but we haven't beaten them there. How important it is for you to, in the big picture, to go down there and advance to round 3 by beating them in that extremely difficult place to play with their little cemetery and their fireworks and the one-sided stand and the obnoxious PA announcer.
Right.
It's a time to put that to rest.
Right. Well, I think it's really going to take an elite mindset. I'm glad that we've got this senior group that's learned from that. Guys like, Bryson Rollins that understands really what it's going to take to kind of come out with a big win. And, I think that understanding that, there's a lot of things that it's going to come down to the last play. It's going to come down to the last possession. And, we just got to do a great job of keeping our composure. But I think the leadership on this team is really what's most important, to get these guys to understand how physical this game is going to be. But, it's just words can't describe, going into Burley Stadium a year ago and winning, and then getting a win against them during the regular season. But down there, it's just a different story. They're a different team in their place versus they are up here. It's a long place to go. It's a long place to travel. The environment with one-sided stands, it's a dark place to play. So it's just, it's an elite mindset that has to start early in the season, and I think for us too that everybody wants to get back to, even in 17 and 18 is get back to the Greenville and get a rematch, And like Greenville's been able to do that in 19 and 20. They disappointing losses last in the regular season. They went down there, huge wins on the road when they shouldn't have won at all. And that's kind of what our team needs about it. It's about respect. It's about playing with the chip on our shoulder. It's really making sure that as a team we've really got to execute at a high level. Reminds me a lot of going to Nolensville a year ago. Mm-hmm. All things aside of the distance to travel, we scored on all 11 possessions down in Nolensville a year ago. I mean, we need a strong offensive performance tonight. We're going to get some stops. Mm-hmm. We're going to run the football. We're going to make some plays defensively. But it's how much offensive productive we can have, and it all starts with Bryson Rollins and Cade Russell tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the final word from the Coach Sean Whitten Show tonight as the Cyclones prepare to do battle with the Anderson County Mavericks in Clinton, Tennessee, as we travel down to Anderson County tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us here on WBEJ Radio Sports. We'll take this quick word from our sponsors. When we come back, Tony and I will have our preview of the game, and then we'll have the kickoff tonight at 7 p.m. from Anderson County as the Cyclones look to advance to round 3 of the 2021 TSSAA 4A playoffs. Thank you very much for joining us on WBEJ Radio Sports. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Serving Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia since 1984, McLean's Pest Control has the solution to your residential or commercial pest control issues. Ready to buy or build your forever home? McLean's provides wood-destroying insect prevention services as well as conducts inspections for the sale or purchase of homes. McLean's has been blessed to be voted Best Pest Control in Elizabethton. When nuisance pests invade your nest, give McLean's a call at 543-7088. 543-7088. With the pandemic continuing in place, don't panic. See Tom and Jerry at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton for all your home needs, where you always get 100% satisfaction for both product and service. Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is your low price leader for manufactured homes. You'll get the lowest home prices always at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton. So shop us first or shop us last for the guaranteed lowest home prices in the area. From Tom and Jerry at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 9TD Bypass, open Monday through Saturday.
Cold weather is just around the corner, so get the professionals from Advanced Heat Pump System to maintain your system. Advanced Heat Pump Systems installs and repairs all brands and types of home heating equipment, and that includes oil furnaces. Over 40 years experience, and they'll do the job right the first time. Call. You'll get a live person on the phone. 926-2665. Help keep your home comfortable.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding area for around 40 years, offering physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. The facility is clean, faces are friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter their doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. People you know, caring for people you love. And go Cyclones! The drive-through window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school, with quality prescriptions for people and pets.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
It's game time with Stacy Street and play-by-play from Tony Briggs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Week 2 of the TSSAA 4A State Playoffs, as your Elizabethton Cyclones hit the road to come to Clinton, Tennessee, take on Anderson County Mavericks. Be joined here in a few minutes by my tag team partner, Mr. Stacey Street, as he makes it through Knoxville traffic, imagine that. So we are joined here. We're getting ready to tee it up and kick it off. We got about 31 minutes left to go until we begin this very crucial Week 2 TSSAA playoff. Anderson County's coming in 6-5 on the year, 5-0 in their conference. Elizabethton's we're 1-2 against them all time. We lost in 2017 and 2018, both here in round 2, and we beat them in week 5 back home by a score of 27-7. And on the year so far, the Anderson County, they have given up, or they have scored 346 points. They've allowed 262, which gives them an average of 31, while they're giving up 24. Us, on the other hand, we've scored 391. We've given up 132. That gives us a score of 39, and we're allowing 13. So you should be ready for a intriguing football game as both teams as they come in. Last time we played Anderson County was week 5. They were 1 week removed from losing their starting quarterback, so they didn't really have an identity. This year, this week, you go back and you look at the last 6 games. They got freshman number 2, Cody Miller, who's playing. He's 4-1 as a starter. He's got 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions and about 660 yards passing. But their identity, they live and breathe by number 25, Gavin Noe, and also by number 18, Ryan Moe. They go as the Mavericks go. That's a quick little recap. Let's go back to the station for this quick 2-minute timeout. And when we come back, we'll continue with our breakdown of tonight's Region 2 matchup between your Elizabethton Cyclones and the Anderson County Mavericks. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
We all love Carter County for many reasons. It's the breathtaking views from Roan Mountain, the historical spirit of downtown Elizabethton, the summer playground of Watauga Lake, and everything in between. Carter County Bank is proud to call this our home. It's our pride and joy, and we know it's yours too. We would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for your business and support. Since 1939, it's been our mission to put customers first and offer services that help make your life easier. We are Carter County's bank, and this is home. Carter County Bank, a division of Bank of Tennessee, member FDIC.
Do more of what you love. Expect more from your education. Achieve more of your goals. At Northeast State, we offer more than 135 programs of study, small class sizes, and we have a 90% job placement rate. Now is the time to do more. We are dedicated to guiding you through every step, from admissions to enrolling in classes to graduation. Visit northeaststate.edu and apply today.
Eat at one of the most popular places in Elizabethton, Jay's Corner at the corner of Lynn Avenue and F Street downtown. Jay's Corner was voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town, and you'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and the very wide selection of sandwiches. Jay's Corner is open daily except Sunday to eat in or carry out. You can also call ahead at 547-3300 to have your order ready for pickup. Jay's Corner, Lynn at F Street, Elizabethton, also featuring daily specials, ice cream, and shakes. See the full menu on Facebook. Watson's Marine off Highway 11E Bluff City is where you'll find one of the area's best selections of fishing tackle and marine accessories, plus the latest Camas, Phoenix, and Vexus boat selections. Watson's Marine also has Mercury and Yamaha outboard engines. Owner Aaron Green and Sales and Tackle Shop Manager Rex Pendergrass invite you to stop in soon and look at all the latest models and merchandise. Watson's Marine, Highway 11E, 2 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway towards Johnson City.
Celebrate the holidays in magical downtown with shopping, dining, and more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Main Street, Elizabethton. Go Cyclones!
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School, where we're getting ready for our Week 2 TSSAA playoffs for 2021 as your Cyclones are playing the host school, Anderson County. A couple more little tidbits. Bryson is only 5 touchdowns away from being number 2 all-time in the state of Tennessee. That will put him in second place with 141. Away he's going to catch the leader, which was Cade Bowder, with over 180 touchdowns. But for a 4-year career for Bryson Rollins, that says a lot of good hard work and dedication that this young man has put in. We're still waiting on Stacy to come rolling in, as he's been stuck in the Knoxville traffic due to an accident, so you get me here for a few minutes. Coming into tonight, Elizabethton last week, we ended up beating Knox Carter, and that put our overall record for the school, in the history of the school, 628 wins, 347 losses, 26 ties. Sean, on his 15-year career, is 145-42, and at home, we are 44-4 since beautiful Citizen Bank Stadium has opened up. We do love the home field advantage as the crowd is starting to come in, and you can see a sea of orange starting to fill up to our left, but you see a lot of Maverick fans coming in as this is a hot ticket. People know that been here for more what type of environment this is. They've included a jumbotron, or a megatron as we was referred to let them know about it. So it's they still got the fireworks and the pyrometrics and all that, but the Cyclones, it's a different Cyclone team as it was that came in here 3 years ago. The freshmen or the seniors this year were freshmen, and they remember a little bit about it, but this is just a different mindset. It's a totally different feel to this Cyclone team. This Cyclone team felt like a business trip when we left today. It was no nonsense. We just kept our nose to the ground and just pulled out. Workmanlike attitude, went through pregame warm-ups. So look for an very interesting ball game. Gavin Noe is the leading rusher for the Anderson County Mavericks. And he has, let me find it right here, I've got it somewhere. He has got over 1,400 yards rushing, and he has rushing yards for the year. Gavin Noe, he's got 1,429 rushing yards, where Bryson Rollins has got 961, and Cade Russell's got 864. For touchdown passes, you've got Bryson Rollins with 18 rushing touchdowns, and then you got Gavin Noe coming in with 15 for Anderson County. And then you look at your receiving yards, Anderson County has got, Jake Roberts has got 766 yards on the year. And then you got Val, who is the go-to guy for the Anderson County Mavericks, has got 695 yards on the year. And then receiving touchdown, Val, of those 695 yards, he's got 13 touchdowns, which ties him with Jake for most in the Knoxville, Upper East Tennessee area. So look for a interesting ball game. It's going to be, Rob Stout said that Stacy's stuck in the driveway through Bojangles. So, Rob, you might be correct. So we will give him a few more minutes, and maybe they can hurry him and get his order ready and send him on down the road. So I appreciate you all bearing with me as I'm trying to do this single-handedly as we are waiting kickoff. And got here tonight's officials. We got head referee Rob McCoskey. The umpire was Mr. Josh Lester. The head linesman is J.T. Coleman. Josh Sharp is the line judge. Your side judge is Jared Mannett. And then your field judge is Jerry Cowan. Back judge is Mike Wallace. And your game clock operator is Bob McCroskey. And then the play clock operator is Genius Stooksbury. She's from Clinch Valley FOA. So we appreciate them. So why don't we go ahead and take us another quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, hopefully Stacy will be here to help us out a little bit. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, all available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by the Elizabethton Federal office nearest you for more information. Apply for a mortgage online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. For services beyond just shipping, there's so much more at the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, including printing. No matter what your printing need might be, the UPS Store in Elizabethton provides printing for business cards, yard signs, decals, invitations, envelopes, promotional items, banners, and any other outdoor signage. For any printing need you have, see the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, Elizabethton, locally owned and ready to serve you 7 days a week. The UPS Store also provides notary service. Cold nights are back, making the hot lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and other hot Italian foods at Dino's taste even better. From the American menu, try Dino's hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy. And a new item to warm you up this time of year in more ways than one is Johnny Red's Hot Chicken. Ask about Johnny Red's Hot Chicken next time you eat at Dino's, where you can also enjoy a ribeye steak at lunchtime. And on Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad inside. Dino's, downtown Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Russ Swaney Real Estate is Elizabethton's oldest, most experienced real estate firm. Russ Swaney, David Collins, Deborah Sutherland, and Julia Adams combine their efforts to give their clients the utmost in experienced real estate service with a proven record of success. Whether listing your property to sell, searching for a new home, or needing the services of a professional auctioneer, Russ Swaney Real Estate offers their clients the utmost in service. If it's real estate, it's time to call Russ and his team. They get the job done. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area. And now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Northeast Community Credit Union is the place for loans. Northeast Community Credit Union, proud Cyclones supporter for nearly 70 years.
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School. Well, we got about 19 and a half minutes till we tee it up and kick it off for week 2 of the playoffs. And let's go ahead and we'll hit the, I'll go ahead and do both defensive starting lineups for both teams. And I'll start with the homestanding Anderson County Mavericks, starting at your defensive end. One defensive end, we got junior number 25, Gavin Noe. And then on the other side of the defensive end, you got senior number 30, Zach Shannon. Your nose tackle is number 52, sophomore Eli Nelson. And then your 4 linebackers, your 2 outside linebackers, you got junior number 34, Eli Davis. Then you got senior number 48, Caleb Livingston. Then your 2 inside linebackers is number 18, Nick Moog, who's a sophomore. Then you got number 16, junior, Andrew Meir. And then your 4 defensive backs, your 2 corners, you'll have number 5, Braden Miller, who is a junior. And you also have at the other corner, you got senior, number 15, Garrison Terry. And then your 2 safeties, you got junior, number 6, Cole Phillips. And then you got senior, number 4, Thor Williams. And those are your starters for the Anderson County Mavericks. And then your starters for your Elizabethton Cyclones. We'll be starting at defensive end. We got senior Caleb Johnson, who is 6'1", 225. Starting at the other defensive end, we got number 80, Brad Cannon, who's a junior at 6'5", 225. In your 2 tackles, you got seniors, number 74, Trenton Taylor, who's 6'5", 275. And also you got number 67, senior Grayson Hatfield, who's 6'2", 255. Your 3 linebackers, first starting at your wheel backer, you'll have sophomore, number 82, Mason Ball, who's 6'4", 230 pounds. Your star backer, you'll have, one of them will be number 14, TJ Little, who's 6 foot, 150. And you'll also have number 28 for the Cyclones, which is Blake Stewart, who is 6 foot, 225 pounds. And then your Mike backer is number 16, junior Eli Williams, who is 6 foot, 205. And your 4 defensive backs, starting at 1 safety, is senior number 17, Jake Roberts, who is 6 foot, 175. Your other cornerback is number 21, Nate Stevens, who is a junior, 5'9", 160 pounds. And then your 2 safeties, you'll have number 5, junior Cade Russell, who is 5'10", 180. And also you'll have junior number 18, Dalton Mitchell, who is 6 foot, 175 pounds. Those are tonight's starting lineups for your Elizabethton Cyclones, as the color guard is bringing out the colors so that we can honor our country. And with the playing of that, we will go here in a few minutes when they start the national anthem, as we always do. We'll kick it back to the station so that we can honor our wonderful nation and our wonderful heroes, who yesterday was a great tribute to them, for the veterans. And for each veteran out there, I say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your service, and thank you for the ultimate sacrifice. So let's go back to the station while we take this 2-minute timeout while we honor our country. We'll be back after these words.
Finance your next automobile with a loan rate as low as 1.79% APR at Happy Valley Credit Union, Elizabethton, where this offer is extended into November. Come in and ask a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer for full details, as loan restrictions do apply. You could be driving a new or used car with a low payment based on a very low 1.79% APR. This loan offer has been extended for a limited time at Happy Valley Credit Union, corner of Lynn Avenue and C Street, Elizabethton. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area. And now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery, 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, is currently accommodating all your catering needs, including baked items by special order.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience in allowing us to honor our country. And as I was speaking to yesterday was a national holiday, Veterans Day. Thank you again to each and every one that have served or are currently serving or getting ready to serve. The price that you pay allows us to do what we do, and we do appreciate that. We'll go ahead and get some quick shout-outs while we got it. We got Mr. Bill Yance, who is listening to us, and rumor has it that he is a graduate of Kingberg University. We also got Jerry and Barbara Rumley listening to us. We also got Miss Mama Ryder listening. Michaela's listening to us in Hawaii. Caleb is listening to us in Lexington. Mr. Mike Barnett's listening to us. Mr. Keith Scholes is also tuned in. Jim and Ann Caldwell. Misty Peters. And, of course, we got Randy and Tammy and Alex and Casey Jones and Brooke and Ethan Cannon always listening to us. Mr. Jared Ellis. Wayne Hodge is listening to us from his friendly compound of his wonderful couch. Francis Sams is listening. And Irene Lewis is also listening to us, and Herbert and Sherry Stansberry from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, as Stacy come in to finally give somebody else a chance to talk besides me. And we also got Jimmy Enzer listening, and Marvin Dial, and we got Doug Rasnick, and also Tony Nave is listening to us tonight. So, Stacy, glad you could show on up. They're tired of listening to me talk, buddy.
Got a little held up there for a few minutes, but we're here now and ready to roll.
Yep. We went ahead and did the starting lineups. I hadn't went ahead and do our pick-ems yet, so I was sort of waiting on you because I didn't want to pick for you.
You might do a better job than I have. Tell me what we got here.
Well, we'll go ahead and start off as we're waiting on, try to find a spot for Mr. West to hunker down in here also. We got Cloudland and Oakdale. Oakdale travels up the road. I'll put you right on the spot.
Cloudland's going to take that game. Got no question about that. Cloudland's going to take that ball game.
I think it's going to be close, but I think Cloudland will win it. As you got Hampton traveling on the road down to Rockwood.
I think this is the year that Hampton wins that playoff game on the road. So we're going to go with the Bulldogs in this game.
I went opposite on that one. I think Rockwood's going to be a little bit too much for them, but I bet you it'll be less than a one-possession game. Then Pigeon Forge and Unicoi County.
I think this is the year I think that Unicoi would have a chance, but I believe Pigeon Forge may take that ball game.
Well, you know, I was listening to the news last night. I picked Unicoi, by the way, and they said last week that in the win, Unicoi County had 87 yards of total offense in the win.
I'm going to have to go with Pigeon Forge in that ball game.
I went with Unicoi. Another interesting, Knox Central travels up to Gray to take on Daniel Boone.
I think Knox Central is going to be too tough, so I think the Trailblazer season ends tonight.
Well, we're opposite on that one, too. I'm going with Boone on that one right there. I think the tough schedule is going to pay off for them.
I got to catch you somehow.
That's true. Oneida travels down to South Green.
I think right now South Green may have the best 2A school in the state, so I'm going to go with the Rebels in that game.
Well, I have to go with the same with the two. And then also an interesting tribute to Rexbridge as they made it to round two. They're going down to Maryville.
Yeah, you got to go with Maryville there.
Yeah.
Probably in a blowout win.
Probably so. Crockett goes on the road to take on Knox West.
Knox West may have the best 5A school in the state, so I'm going to go with West.
I went with West on that also. And then the 2 4A games are taking. Fulton travels on the road to Greenville.
I want to go with Greenville in that game, but I think it's going to be a whole lot closer than anybody thought, because there may not be a hotter team than Knox Fulton right now.
I agree with you 100%. I think it's going to be less than a double-digit win for Greenville. And then
I hope they wear them out.
I do too. I hope they do too. And then tonight's contest, and before we do the pick, go ahead and we'll do your tag on your Stacy's keys to the game.
Yep. Just a little bit late here. Sorry, we're hot coming in here and had to walk 3 miles to get up here. So we're here. But key to this ball game tonight for the Cyclones, number 1 on defense. You're going to see number 25. You're going to hear No. It's his name. No. N-O-E.
Yep.
Number 25. Odds on bets whether he carries the ball 30 or 40 times in this ball game. They're going to line up with 2 H-backs, big tight end, big tackle, lead running back, and they're going to run him, and then they're going to run him a little bit more. So Cyclones stop him, and you make that freshman quarterback that they have, you make that freshman quarterback beat you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he can. So that's the key for the defense. On offense, number 10, Bryson Rollins, needs to get established. Running or throwing, need to get Jake Robertson ball, and you do that hidden weapon that Coach Whitten's always talking about, the key, number 5, with Cade Russell. No secret as to what the Cyclones need to do, but they need to make sure they execute. And I think it's real important that they jump out quick tonight. We always like that. They always want to do that. I think tonight it's really, really important, because with this run game of Anderson County, they can eat up a lot of time with that running game. So I think that's the keys for the Cyclones tonight. And still a possession on special teams.
And, you know, if those of you who, by the way, I appreciate you coming in. You don't know how hard it is to talk here by yourself. Let me just say, and they're tired of listening to me, so I do appreciate it. If you didn't have a chance to listen to Coach Sean Winchell, you know, Coach Whitten spoke about, you know, I asked him about the special teams, and he spoke about, you know, stealing the possession and critical chasing a point, chasing an extra point. And, you know, last week we stole the possession with that pick where we got it down to the 10-yard line.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we talked about it and had to call a timeout, but it was well worth it. You scored a touchdown, but we stole that possession.
Well, if we can steal a possession right here by a turnover on defense and get one in there, then I think that's really going to be the key for this Cyclone team, to be able to steal one, to go up and get yourself that little bit of cushion where you're not chasing points, where you're not trying to play catch up and then take a lead. So that's really going to be the key for the Cyclones tonight. And I really think it all boils down to, can Coach Campbell, who we'll have at halftime, interview with Coach Dave Campbell, the defensive coordinator for the Cyclones, if his defense can stop that run game of the Mavericks, then the Cyclones got a real good chance of finally rode down here with Jerry Jenkins and the Big West, and we want to send our condolences out to West. Grandfather passed away, and he's working on some funeral arrangements, so we waited till he could do that and then came on down here. And Jerry Jenkins said, draw that big old square box and put a check in it. And let's check winning at Anderson County off that list of things Cyclones are going to do. And I think that's, if the Cyclones can do what we just talked about, stop 25 and steal a possession or two, then they can check that box and go back home with the victory.
As Cyclones are coming out with their white shirt and their black pants, and Anderson County's dressed in all gray with white numbers. And while you was gone, Mr. Rob Stout said that you was stuck in Bojangles, that you had a big bow box and you had to pull forward. They're waiting on it, and then you got chicken grease all over the steering wheel.
Well, good. I'm glad he's got your number so he can start sending those texts to you. So,
so it was, we're getting ready to have the. We got about 6 minutes away till we have the opening kickoff. Looks like tonight's captain, Stacy. Let's go ahead and get the captains. I'll do Anderson County. You're going to have number 30, Zach Shannon, the senior. You also have number 15, Garrison Terry, senior. You have number 59, senior Sully Sexton, and also number 71, Jacob Workman. He's also a senior.
Just got a word from Barton back there, Bill Yance, listening to us tonight. We appreciate that. Cyclones are going to counter. We got number 28, Blake Stewart, Big Trenton Taylor, number 74. We got Grayson Hatfield and T.J. Little, it looks like, over there as captains for the Cyclones tonight.
Yeah, and Randy Jones has got a message for you, Stacy.
Yeah.
Randy said to tell you to quit walking 3 miles and just hang out with me. That's right, Randy. You tell him. So we'll go ahead and, while we're waiting on the coin flip, let's go back and take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the opening kickoff. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Come see the all-new 401 Hatcher Lane showroom location of your AMAR automatic garage door opening system dealer in Elizabethton, Rocky Top Garage Doors. Mitch Parlier, owner of Rocky Top Garage Door Service, has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years and is Elizabethton's AMAR door and linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
Learn more about Rocky Top Garage Doors online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. Want something different for Thanksgiving dinner this year? Consider adding Ridgewood Barbecue to your Thanksgiving meal. All holiday gatherings are best when the original Ridgewood Barbecue is part of the meal or party table. To order Ridgewood Barbecue in time for Thanksgiving, come by as soon as you can for details, or just call Ridgewood from 11 a.m. at 538-7543. 538-7543 for the best barbecue and thus the best feature on your Thanksgiving table. Ridgewood is 6 miles north of Elizabethton on Old Highway 19 at Bluff City. Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165. Shop the Jeweler's Bench now for the 2020 Pandora Cyclone State Championship charm, sold exclusively at Jeweler's Bench. Also now featuring a new selection of diamond engagement rings, tennis bracelets, rings, and much more. Jeweler's Bench has silver jewelry lines including Anna Hay, Southern Gate, and Sterling Reputation. And see John for custom jewelry you might want, plus jewelry repair. The Jeweler's Bench, across from Hardee's, Broad Street, Elizabethton. Get a reduced price for a limited time on Taco John's all-new 2021 Boss Burritos. Buy the Queso Blanco Boss Burrito by itself for only $5.29. That's $1 off the regular price. Or get it in a combo for only $8.80. That's $1 off the regular $9.80 combo price. The Queso Blanco Boss Burrito by itself or in a combo. Either way, the price is $1 off the regular price for a limited time at Taco John's, corner of Broad and Sycamore, Elizabethton. The drive-through window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school with quality prescriptions for people and pets. It's time for the game on Cyclone football postseason action at Anderson County here on FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee. Now back to Tony and Stacy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as Anderson County has won the coin flip and they have deferred to the second half, so your Cyclones will be getting the ball on offense and see which way they're going to be kicking, Stacy. So we're going to be going from right to left as you're listening to us here at home. So, Stacy, it's time to tee it up, kick this thing off, buddy.
It absolutely is. Got some people listening tonight. Always Mary Ellen Williams listening to us. Ronnie and Marlene Taylor, give me a text as I was running through the parking lot here. Got Terry Kitchens listening in upstate South Carolina. Good to see Cousin Terry. Bobby Kitchens listening to us. Got Jim Goodwin. We got Irma Ida for listening to us tonight. And Coach Jim Crow from T.A. Douglas.
Jason Russell, she sent me a text. He's listening to us from Kentucky also. So ready to tee it up and start off. Stacy, I think here's what you talked about earlier. Cyclones need to get off to a good start, and it starts off with a great kickoff return right here. Set the tempo early. As the Cyclones are going to have Roberts and Stevenson back deep, Jacoby standing about his own 6 or 7 yard line, and then Nate will be standing about his own 8 yard line as where I think Rick's playing the the opening kickoff song.
Yeah, I'm going to do a shout-out. We never shout out to Rob Bojangles Stout, but we're going to do a shout-out to him. And he tells me to shout out to you for flying solo here without a co-pilot for a little while. So glad he keeps us on our toes.
Yes, he does. As waiting on the...
just pick up some brush up there for David Bass. He'd really earn his keep. So.
Yeah, he would. So we'll work on that. Is that the high spinning kick? It's going to be fielded by Nate, standing by his own 10. He's across 15, 20,
yes,
25, 30. Still on his feet across the 35, and they're going to say he tackled right at the 35, where the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 at our own 35-yard line.
Tony, he's one tackle away from breaking that thing. It's a big gap opened up, a good opening field position for the Cyclones. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 35 here with the first series of the ball game.
As the Cyclones break the huddle.
Dog run out on the field, Tommy. Yeah, some dog went to pick up the tee.
Well, there's something we need to work on. Cyclones going to come out with a balance formation, twins left and right. We've got an uncovered receiver, and it's going to be Bryson's going to call his own number. He's going to give up a few yards, but he's going to plant. He's going to cross 35-40. Jumps and goes out of bounds, and he goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line, but not before it's a select 7 first down.
Tony, I can't help but remember 3 years ago when we came down here on that first play of the game, and they sacked Carter Everett. Drove him into the ground. That's the way you want to start it right here. Cyclones have it, as Tony said, a select 7 first down, 1st and 10 from their own 47.
Actually had one uncovered on that end.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. That was a call run. We know Coach Whitten scripts those plays, so.
Yep, so you got trips left, and Russell to the right side of Roberts. Back to passes Rollins. He's got time. He's going to look. He throws it up for Teddy. Teddy's got it. Oh, and his feet get tossed up. He had him, Stacy.
Yep, he had a yard or two on the defender there. That's all right. You open it up. You got to keep them honest there a little bit.
Yep.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the Cyclones, still from their own 47.
As Teddy Orton. As Orton goes out, he's been replaced with number 80. Brad Cannon coming in at tight end / H-back. So you're going to have twins left, tight end H-back left, single receiver to the right. Looking over getting a play. Play clock down to 18, plenty of time. Russell flips over to the left side of Rollins. Rollins in shotgun. Getting it, calls his own number. He's going to pay.
What a block
50, 45. Still drawing his feet down near the 40-yard line into Anderson Maverick territory. And that's enough for another select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Tony Cade Russell just absolutely blew up the guy he was going to block there, and because of that, Rollins is able to get that first down, so the Cyclones now have it 1st and 10. They're going to mark it on the Mavericks 40 here. Good opening drive for the Cyclones, Tony.
Yep. This time we got twins left, single receiver to the right. They'll go in jet motion from left to right. Russell to the right side of Rollins. Rollins will give it to Russell. Russell pacing the way and tries to go outside, and he does. He's down inside the 40, down about the 38-yard line. So a pickup of 2 for Cade Russell. A little misdirection.
Defensive end number 30, Zach Shannon for the Mavericks makes that. He flips now to the other side.
Yeah, they like to flip. They like to go strong side.
Weak side, don't they?
Yep, so you got twins right. Russell to the right side of Rollins. Single receiver left, trying to draw him offside. Getting the play, changing the play. Same formation. Showing the blitz for Rollins is rolling. He's rolling. He's rolling. He's still got time. He reverses the field. Cut back block, and he stacks inside the 35 down about the 31, 32-yard line. Stacy, we had something going right there, didn't we?
We had something going, and the receiver slipped out there. I think it was Jake. He was making the cut, and he slipped. So Rollins, he rolled right, but with the slip, he had to come back left. But Rollins is still able to pick up good yardage, going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 from the Maverick 32-yard line. 0-0 is your Bojangles scored the game here. We're down to 9:52 to go in the first quarter.
Same personnel for the Cyclones. You got twins right, single receiver left, tight end to the left. This time Russell's to the left side of Rollins. Rollins calls the number, goes left. He cuts it back up the middle. And I think he's right at the line, Stacy. That's going to give it to him.
Yep, that's a counter. Just a counter.
Oh, they're saying 4th. There's no way. Oh, there it is. Okay, now they're moving.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's touching the line.
He went up behind, let's see, who we got here.
That's another select 7 first down.
Yep. Big Sam Bowers, he just did a little counter and then over to the left.
Back to passes, Rollins. He's looking. He's got Jake wide open, one-on-one. Jake, give him 6. Touchdown.
Yep. Touchdown Cyclones. Yes, sir. Good job. Just a fade over the shoulder. Jake gets position. He sees it. The defender didn't turn around. He's able to catch it right at the front pylon. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, opening series of the game, your Elizabethton Cyclones go up 6-0 over the Mavericks.
Beautiful fade, beautiful pass.
Absolutely.
He put it where only Jake was. And the thing about it, Jake never reacted until the ball got on.
No, he looked at it and didn't put his hands up.
Exactly.
The defender didn't know to turn around. And by the time he did, the ball was already there. So just an excellent drive, excellent way to end that drive for the Cyclones.
As we're waiting on the snap from Russell and the hold from Whaley and the kick from Smith Deal. And snap is good. Snap, kick is down, is up, and it splits the upright, and it's good. So with 9:13 left to go, your score, your Cyclones are up 7-0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Serving Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia since 1984, McLean's Pest Control has the solution to your residential or commercial pest control issues. Ready to buy or build your forever home? McLean's provides wood-destroying insect prevention services as well as conducts inspections for the sale or purchase of homes. McLean's has been blessed to be voted Best Pest Control in Elizabethton. When nuisance pests invade your nest, give McLean's a call at 543-7088. 543-7088. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive-Behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this upcoming holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School where your Cyclones are up by a score of 7-0. We got Williams in for the kick, and back deep you got 15 Terry, and also it looks like you got number 7 Phillips standing back deep. Stand back their own 5-yard line. Stacy, you need this one in the end zone.
Yep, absolutely.
Mason's got it teed up to the far hash. Referee blows it in. Williams with the approach and the kick. And it's a high spinning kick.
Stay in bounds.
That's going to be land. Oh, and almost stayed in bounds, but it went out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. So they will take it over 1st and 10, probably at their own 35.
Don't want to do that. You just seen him catch it, Tony. You seen him catch it and try to make a play or have him bobble it there. And the guy thought about picking it up, but he didn't. So Mavericks going to take over with good field position, almost just exactly like the Cyclones did on the 35 on their own 35-yard line.
Yep.
9:13 to go here in the first period. Cyclones scoring their opening drive to make your Bojangles score 7-0. Anderson County comes out now for their first offensive series.
Miller's your quarterback, and you got No to the left, and you got double tight as they're making equipment violation. His knees are showing, so they're making him come to the sideline. So being replaced, so they go out of double tight into twins to the right, single receiver to the left, tight end to the right. Now they're going to switch it over, so they're going to have twins left. Tight end, single receiver right, nose to the right side of freshman Miller. Miller in shotgun. Trying to check with me signs. He looks over as he gets the sign. Now No flips over to the left. Going to hand it to No. No's going to try over the right side. Patiently waiting. He's across the 35 up near the 40-yard line. We're a pickup of 5 yards, a little bit too much.
Yep, just like a little cross-butt counter there almost by the Mavericks. Picks up 5 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 5. The ball at the Anderson County 40-yard line.
As they're hurrying the line, they do a check with me. Same formation. This time they're going double tight end. Single receiver both left and right with No as your tailback. He's lined up to the left side of Miller. Getting the play, and play clock down to 15 seconds. Miller's going to get it. He's going to hand it to No. No's going to try up the middle, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be stopped maybe for 1 yard, 1 or 2 yards. Yep. They're going to say he got up to the 42-yard line, so it's going to bring up a crucial 3rd down and 3 for the Mavericks. Still double tight, and this time No still lined up to the left side of the quarterback, Miller. Miller trying to hurry and draw him offside and check with me as they're trying to get the play.
They don't huddle, Tony. They come up to the line. They call the play from the line then after looking at the coach.
Yep. Now they're going jet motion from left to right. And back them up.
Back them up. Yep. Good job by the Cyclones.
Back them up 5 yards.
legal procedure against Anderson County.
Yep.
Going to back it up. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 now.
From the 37-yard line.
7:57 to go here in the first period. Your Cyclones lead 7-0. Big 3rd down here for the Cyclones. Listen for the cowbells.
Yep, as you got twins both left and right, double tight. They're doing a check with me. Stacy, the thing about those double tights is they both are excellent pass receivers.
Yep.
Looking over, play clock down to 7. They're just now getting up their nose, lined up tight to the left side of the quarterback. And they're going to fake, and the quarterback's going to roll out. He's going to roll. He's going to throw across, and broke up by number 16, Eli Williams.
Yep, good job. He gets in front of him. I'm not sure if he didn't. He interrupted the receiver.
Yep.
Let's say that. The receiver had hit him, but Williams is right there. Excellent coverage. Once again, 16 being a difference maker in that middle linebacker position for the Cyclones.
Just feels more comfortable.
Yeah, brings up a 4th down and 8. 7:27 here to go, and the Cyclones hold on that first series with the chance to get the ball back here on the punt.
Yep, as the punter's going to get it off Jake standing about his own 35, and it's a high kick, and it's going to bounce at the 38 and take a sideways bounce at the 35, and now roll up to the 36, where Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 at our own 36, leading by a score of 7-0.
Yep, Tony, you're right. Eli Williams, it's we got kind of spoiled the last couple of years. You got a natural-born linebacker with Deuce Morton in there. Cyclones kind of looking for that identity, especially the first 2 to 3 games this year. With Williams in there, you kind of got a comfort with him because he certainly fits that mold of a natural linebacker. So good first series by the Cyclones. 7:15 here to go in the first period. Bojangles score the game. Elizabethton leads 7-0.
Richie and Vicky Burrows listening to us. Appreciate it. The Cyclones come out balance formation. Twins both left and right. Russell to the right side of Rawlins. He's going to hand it to Russell. Russell patiently waiting, lowers his shoulder, goes across the 36 up near the 38-yard line. Pickup of 2 is that middle's hard to shed right now. They're packing it.
They're packing it. They got some big old boys, Tony.
Yeah, they do.
Every game we've ever seen Anderson County play, they're extremely aggressive off of the line. I mean, they're hitting every single play. Those linemen for Elizabeth, they're going to be worn out tonight by the time this game's over. But that time they were able to fill the hole a little bit and stop Russell. They're going to give him 2 on that, so it brings up a 2nd down and 8 from the Cyclone 38.
Same formation. This time Rollins calls his own number. Falling Cade is close 45, jumps outside his midfield, gives himself up in right at midfield, and that's enough for another select 7 first down. Just follow Cade.
Yep, just follow Cade, and that's the difference. The linemen hold their guys. Cade comes through and blows up the linebacker that's filling that hole coming in the field, and Rollins just got a way to kind of gliding through there, Tony. So select 7 first down for the Cyclones, as Tony said, at exactly midfield with 6:15 to go here in the first.
Back to pass is Rollins. He's looking. He's going to throw it up, and too far.
Yep.
As Dalton Mitchell looked like he was going to run an out route, and he tried to throw a go and
got a flag down over here. Let's see what it is. Side judge on the far side throwing a flag. Something about a formation, maybe.
We didn't have a tight end, so
it's either a formation or they've lined up off sides. Let's see what they say.
Waiting on ineligible downfield. Somebody must have been covered up. Who was covered up, I wonder? Well, are they going to accept a penalty?
Yeah, they are.
So that's going to bring up first down, and that's only a 5-yard penalty.
They're marking off 10.
That's not a 10-yard penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Now they're going to move back. Now they're moving it up 5 now.
I was going to say, that's a 5-yard penalty.
I'm blinded by the lighted down marker over there, Tony.
That Katie Whitten's dime that we get.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We got Superintendent Van Huss up here. We need that. We need one of them lighted yard markers over there.
Yes.
It's blinding me.
We got Tripp to the right, single receiver left, Russell to the right side, and then it's going to be a play fake. No, it's going to be a quick tunnel screen out to Nate. Nate gets
it. Good job.
Clancy's across the 50.
Good job.
And that's got to be a horse collar. Come on. That's going to be a pickup of about 9 yards. It's going to be second down and about 6. Stacy, that looked like a horse collar from where we're at.
Did that because he took off like a shot. Good job by Stevens to make up the penalty and 4 extra yards to bring up a second down and 6. from the Maverick 46 with 5:42 to go. Shout out to Chris Hensley. Chris Hensley keeping things smooth and enjoying Cyclone football.
Misty Taylor's listening to us. We appreciate that. This time it's going to hand to Cade. Cade's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage for no game. At 30, he starts getting in Bryson's face and telling him a little bit about it. So
that guy got in there quick.
Yeah, he did.
He tackled Cade by the legs inside the line there. So bring up a big 3rd down and 6 for the Cyclones. They have it on the Maverick 46 with 5:10 to go in the first period, leading 7-0. A little sloppy on this series, Tony.
Yep, trips left and back to pass, quarterback draw. Patiently waiting is Bryson. He gets inside the 30, inside the 40, down inside the 38-yard line. That is enough for another select 7. First down for the Cyclones.
Yep, good job. He gets into about the 39-yard line. Good fake.
Yes.
And then a quarterback draw. He's able to. He's just got a real unique ability, Tony, to find those little gaps, especially inside the line there, and just glide through. And that's a big first down for the Cyclones. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line of the Mavericks.
Back to pass is Rollins. He's looking left. He's got Jake out here one-on-one. Jake's got him. And a lot of hand fighting, and no call. Just barely overthrew him, but Jake had him.
Yeah, he did. If you throw that to the outside a little bit more back toward the pylon,
yes, sir.
I think he could have taken that and gone in with it, Tony. But
but nothing else, Stacy. That backs up the safety, so you're going to have a favored number in the box for the running.
Stops the clock at 4:33 to go here in the first period. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones, leading 7-0.
H-back, twins right. Russell to the right side of Rollins. Rollins is going to hand it to Russell. Russell down inside the 35, down inside the, they're going to say at the 34, but Stacy, he slid up. I don't know how they said the 34 when he landed at the 31, so they're going to say a gain of 7, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Cyclones from the 33-yard line.
Look for number 10 again.
Rollins calls his own number, quick snap, and he's going to hit the outside, and he's going down inside the 30 and goes out of bounds inside the 25, and that is another select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Yes, sir, Tony. Another big 3rd down pickup by the Cyclones. You got to think they're in 4-down territory right now, but, if you need a certain thing,
10.
Number 10. Number 10 calls his own number, goes out of bounds, 4:05 to go. They now have it 1st and 10 from, the Maverick 20.
Just on the edges. Yep.
About the 22-yard line.
Rollins back to pass. He's looking at Jake. He's got Jake this time. He's got him. Give him 6. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Touchdown. Yes, sir. Good job. Bryson Rollins just sees him all the way. We talked about a little throw to the outside on a couple of plays ago. That's exactly what they did that time. Jake gets the position, and Rollins just does an excellent job, just right over top of the shoulder in there for a touchdown. So just like that, with 3:53 to go in your first period, your Bojangles score of the game, Cyclones 13, Mavericks 0.
Bryson's now 3 away from number 2 all-time in the state of Tennessee. So waiting on the extra point attempt, the snap from Russell, the hold from Whaley, and the kick from Smithdale. Play clock down to 13. Plenty of time as he's ready. He's waiting on the snap. Cade with the snap a little high, but he got it down. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:58 left to go here in the first quarter, your Cyclones are up 14-0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Northeast Community Credit Union is the place for loans. Northeast Community Credit Union, proud Cyclones supporter for nearly 70 years.
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School, where we had a 5-yard running into the kicker, which will be assessed on the kickoff. So the Cyclones kick it off from our own 45.
Yep, and this is a good opportunity to put that in the end zone as we do. Barton, give us a word back from the station. Tony Nave on Chestnut Street requested his weekly shout-out. Also said to shout out to Ricky Townsend, who's also listening to us here tonight. So appreciate them and everybody listening to us here on WBEJ Radio Sports and your presentation of Elizabethton Cyclone football on 107.9 FM, 1240 AM.
As Williams is ready for teed up ball at the far hash with the approach and the kick, and this time it's a high spinning kick. That's going to be fielded right at the 12 by Moog. He's across the 15, and he's still going laterally, and he's going to be run inside by Jeremiah. Ball's on the ground. Cyclones got it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good job. Good job.
Looks like TJ Little got it.
TJ Little gets it. Jeremiah Norris did a good job that time, running him back inside, run into the coverage. A couple people hit him. We remember from that game at Elizabeth, and he's a player for Anderson County. So there it is, Tony, the first big break of the ball game as far as a turnover goes the Cyclones' way, and it couldn't be in a much better position as they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the Anderson County 18-yard line. And we're still 3:50 to go here in the first period.
Yep. Could this be the possession you were talking about? Cyclones need to steal a possession. This could be one.
They probably heard me grunting on the air because he didn't kick that one in the end zone, but it works out good from the 45. I think you plant that, but that's why I'm up here running late, I guess. So, Cyclones ready to go.
You got Twins to the right. Rollins calls his own number, patiently waiting. He's going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose maybe 1 yard as Gavin, number 24. Would
be. That's our team, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't have a roster handy right now.
Don't have his roster on him right here now.
He shot that gap.
He shot through there and just got the top of the shoestrings for Rollins. He goes down. They're going to say he lost a yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11 from the 19-yard line of the Mavericks.
Yep. This time you got singles to the right, Twins left. Russell lined up to the left side of Rollins. Rollins looking over, getting the play. Play clock down to 10. Game clock at 3:08. Rollins going to hand it to Russell. Russell lowers his shoulder, delivers a boom, and goes inside the 18 down to, they're going to say about right at the 18, so pick up we'll call that 2, so bring up 3rd down and about 9.
That was Gavin
Noe. 1 yard.
That was Gavin Noe there, playing defensive end over here. The big running back we keep talking about comes in there and lays him on it, so it's going to bring 3rd down and 8.
10.
Third down.
They only got 1 yard.
Yeah, 3rd down.
Come on, Teddy.
Yep.
Teddy, you're going to give us back 5 yards.
Yep. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15.
Oh, can't have those penalties. Come on.
Not that close.
No. Now you just put us behind the sticks. So.
Yep. So 3rd down and 15 to go. The ball's going to be moved all the way back to...
it's 4-down territory.
Yep,
It's
just 23rd. You really want to capitalize on that turnover here.
Yep.
So you don't have to get it all on this one, but you got to make it short for the 4th down one.
Need to look at least getting 7 or 8 yards. Back to passes with Bryson. He's looking, he's rolling. He's going to roll back to his right. He's going to steal. He's going to plant. He's going to throw it. And he's got him wide open. Oh, and he tipped off. And dang it.
Yep.
Give it back.
Yep. Oh, they had him dragging across. Tony, who is that?
Cade.
It was Cade coming back over to do that. Just as he went to get it, Maverick came out of nowhere, catches the ball in the end zone, and very smartly takes a knee. So we give it back on a turnover. So Mavericks will now have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Really would have liked to put a nail in the coffin right there, Tony. Yep. Let's hope we don't remember that somewhere in about the 3rd or 4th quarter.
Yep. Good play by the...
yes, sir. Absolutely good play.
The safety or the linebacker. So the Mavericks going to have a 1st and 10 after they take a knee from their own 20. And you're going to have quarterback Miller with Noe to his right with twin receivers. And they're going to hand it to Noe. Noe's going to try up the middle, and he's going to be hit maybe about the 22 or 23. Ball on the ground. And it's going to be a fight for the ball, and it's going to be, who's got it?
Well, they say he was down.
No, they'll go throw a flag, and it's going to be a flag as they're still fighting, see what they got. They're going to say Anderson County's got it. Now let's see what the flag is.
Flag didn't start flying until they're in there fighting for the ball, Tony, so I don't know.
So the referees are coming together, huddling together. Hopefully we won't have the same thing we had last week, Stacy. where it takes
They
a long
lost a shot out of there like
it did.
and after it looked like they even stopped.
Yep.
They didn't call that.
Yep. See who it's going to be.
They're going to back them up.
I believe it is. Yes, sir.
Let's see here. The personal foul.
So it's going to be dead ball. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. No personal foul.
Personal foul.
So it's going to be personal foul against Anderson County, so it's going to back them up inside the 11, right about the 11-yard line.
Bring up a first down and 21.
Well, he said it was a dead ball, so it should be second down at about 18.
Second down at 18. You're right. Second down 18.
As Moog is your new running back, he's lined up to the right side of Miller with Twins to the right. You got eligible tight end on the left. Looking over, getting the play clock down to 12 seconds. He gets to play. Miller gets it. He's going to throw a quick out here to number 5. He gets it. He's going to force him out of bounds. Maybe a 1-yard gain, maybe 2. As Cade Russell forced that one that time.
You can do that because Nate had his coverage on the outside. So Cade just shoots that gap and just blows that up with nowhere to go. They're going to say he didn't gain 1 yard, Tony. Yep, they're going to give him 1 yard. It's going to bring up a third down and 17. The scoreboard's wrong. Yard marker's right. It's third down, 17.
Yep. As got a quick update, Hampton's up 7-6, and Greenville's up 14-0. So you're going to have Twins to the trips left. Moog lines up to the left side of Miller. Miller's going to roll to his left. He's still rolling. He's rolling. He's left back. Yes, sir. Great job by the Eli Williams.
Man alive. He comes from that middle linebacker position. As soon as he turned to throw, he rolls to his left. Right-handed quarterback tries to throw back across his body before he gets a chance to. Just like that, Eli Williams is all over him. Sacked all the way back to the 6-yard line. That's going to bring up a fourth down and 24 to go for the Mavericks. Big defensive stand by the Cyclones.
Yes, sir.
Big defensive stand.
Aided by a penalty.
Yes, sir.
So that means the punter's going to stand about 5 yards deep in his end zone. Jake's standing right around his own 40 as we're waiting on the punt and the snap back and the punt, and it's a low spinning kick that Jake's going to field about his own 43. He's going to the right, across the 35-30 to 25, and runs out of bounds right around the 25-yard line where the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 in Anderson County territory with 54.7 seconds. We got another flag on the play, Stacy.
Tell you what, in these playoffs, it's almost like they get paid by the flag, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Goodness gracious, what we got here.
Dead ball, sideline warning against the Cyclones.
Yep. Okay.
So next one will be 15-yard penalty. So the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10 right at the Anderson County 25 with 54.7 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, leading by a score of 14-0. As the Cyclones are going to break the sideline huddle, going to come out with, going to have Twins left, single receiver to the right, tight end to right, Russell to the right side of Rollins. Rollins calls his own number. He's going to the right, patiently waiting. He's dancing. He's going to be inside the
swung down. Yep.
Inside the 25. They're going to say, I'm sorry, but he got more than 1 yard on that.
Well, they threw him 2. They only give him 1, though. It's going to bring up second down and 9.
Yeah.
Clock's ticking pretty fast here. They're going to have to run one play before the first period's over with.
As they're looking over, getting the play from Coach Whitten, the same formation for the Cyclones. This time Russell flips over to the left side. Changing the play. Play clock down to 15 seconds, plenty of time. Rollins calls his own number, patiently waiting. He lowers his shoulder. He's down inside the 20, down right at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 4, so it brings up a 3rd down and 5. And Stacy, that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. So we'll go ahead and go back to station for this 60-second timeout. But when we do, we'll tell you your Cyclones are up 14-0. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
With the pandemic continuing in place, don't panic. See Tom and Jerry at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton for all your home needs, where you always get 100% satisfaction for both product and service. Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is your low price leader for manufactured homes. You'll get the lowest home prices always at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton. So shop us first or shop us last for the guaranteed lowest home prices in the area. From Tom and Jerry at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 9TD Bypass, open Monday through Saturday.
Cold weather is just around the corner, so get the professionals from Advanced Heat Pump System to maintain your system. Advanced Heat Pump Systems installs and repairs all brands and types of home heating equipment, and that includes oil furnaces. Over 40 years experience, and they'll do the job right the first time. Call. You'll get a live person on the phone. 926-2665. Help keep your home comfortable.
For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School, where starting the second quarter, your Cyclones are up 14-0. Stacey, let's hit a couple of quick scores of interest. Clowland all over Oakdale, 16-0 in the first quarter.
Got Greenville up now 21-0 over Fulton.
Ooh, here's a shocker. Oneida 7-0 over South Green in the second quarter.
There's Pigeon Forge 14-0 over Unicoi County.
Where is Rockwood and Hampton? Hampton's now up 14-6 in the first quarter.
And West is beating Crockett 7-0.
All right, that does it. Courtesy of West and Coach T. Cyclones come out. They're going to have twins to the left. Now we're going to motion from left to right. So Russell lines up to the left side of Rollins. Rollins going to get it, calls his own number. He's going to try over the left side. He's going to plant his feet. He's going inside the 15, and the flag's coming down. He's going to be pushed out of bounds and coming back.
Yep, there's going to be a hold over here, it looks like. Hold on the edge there. Yep, that's what got Rollins outside, but it's going to come back. They're going to add 5 to that. It's going to bring up third down and 10.
Yep, so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
It's going to be third down and 15. I'm sorry. Right, let's see.
See where they mark.
They're going to mark it right about where the ball was, aren't they? Yep.
Hey, he hooked him.
Yep, so it's going to bring, it is going to be third down and 15.
Yep, so just like we said the last time, Stacey, you need to get at least half of it back here. So it's going to be third down and 15 for the Cyclones right at the Anderson County 30-yard line, as they're going to have twins right, single receiver, and tight end to the left with the tailback Russell lining up to the left side of Rollins. Rollins shotgun formation waiting. Trying to draw him offside. Play clock down to 5. Plenty of time. Waiting on the snap. He gets it back to pass. He'll throw a quick out to Nate. Nate gets it, goes upfield, and gets back inside the 20. Stacey, that was quick turning.
That was quick. Yes. Good job by Nate to get 10 yards on that. So it's going to bring up a fourth down and 5.
Or right at the 20-yard line. So it's not time for a hard count right here, as the announcer's starting to ag the fans on. As they're going to have, we got twins right, single receiver to the left, Russell to the right side of Rollins. Rollins calls his own number. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking now. He's going to have to throws it down to K. K gets it 25, 15, 10, and he's inside the 10 now. Yes, sir. First and goal, Cyclones.
They're covered, Tony. You couldn't see him. Just a huge rush, and Rollins just throws it up. Cade Russell's doing what he's doing, being right where he's supposed to be. He catches that. Not only does he get enough for the first down, he takes it all the way down to the 7-yard line to make it first and goal for the Cyclones.
Select 7 first down, sorry.
When you got a quarterback on the run that way, Tony, your deep receivers come back, your short receivers go long, and Cade, as the running back, just found that open position and was a safety valve for Rollins on that play, and just a big first down for the Cyclones.
By backpedaling, Bryson bought him a couple of seconds.
He did, and he was under a very heavy rush by the Mavericks that time.
H-back with single receiver both left and right. Going to hand it to Cade. Cade's going to try over the left side, lowers his shoulder. Ooh. He's going down inside the 5. They're going to say, right at the 5-yard line. To pick a hard run for 2 yards for number 5, Cade Russell.
Not a whole lot right there for Russell. He's going to give him 2, so it's going to bring up second down and goal, as Tony said. 5-yard line, 10-15 to go here in the first half. Your Cyclones lead 14-0.
Same formation for the Cyclones. This time it's going to be a fade out here to Jake. Jake's going up for it. He goes up, and the ball is tipped away as it was slightly, just a little bit underthrown. Stacey, a little more air, he gets it.
A little underthrown. Took a little bit too long to develop right there, too. So you got to do that. You got to throw it up over top. So that stops the clock with 10:05 to go in the first half. Brings up a third down and 5 third down and goal from the Cyclones from the 5-yard line.
You fake that and throw a slant that's open. Same formation. This time Rollins is calling his own number. He's going down inside, giving touchdown. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That happened so quick, Tony. It looked like there was a hole, but there wasn't. He just shot through there and blew the guy up that was blitzing. So Rollins takes it himself.
2 away.
2 away now. Just untouched until about the 2-yard line and then hammered, but he bulls his way on in. No pun intended for the Mavericks here. To make that score 20-0. The Bojangles score the game with 9:51 to go before halftime. Big series for the Cyclones right there.
Yes, sir. Good way to capitalize on the short field. As we're waiting on the extra point attempt, the snap from Russell, the hold from Whaley, kick from Smith-Dill. Waiting on the snap. Good snap. It's high. He gets it down, kicks up, and he splits the upright. It's good. So with 9:51 left to go here until halftime, your score, Cyclones are up 21-0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding area for around 40 years, offering physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. The facility is clean, faces are friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter their doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. People you know, caring for people you love. And go Cyclones!
Celebrate the holidays in magical downtown with shopping, dining, and more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Main Street, Elizabethton. Go Cyclones!
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School, where your Cyclones are up 21-0 as Mason Williams got the ball teed up near sideline, back deep for the Mavericks. Standing inside, you got Terry and Powell standing right inside their own, right around the 12-yard line. Waiting on the referee to blow it in. He blows it in. Mason with the approach and the kick, and it's a high-spinning short kick. It's going to be fielded right at the 25, and he's crossed the 30. He's going to be tackled short of the 35, about the 34-yard line where the Mavericks will take over. They're going to say right at the 35.
Yeah. So the Mavericks are going to have the ball in good field position. They trail the Cyclones 21-0 here with 9:47 to go before halftime. Tony, the Cyclone defense has been nothing but spectacular so far. You know they want to hang that 0 on them as they go into halftime.
Yep, as we're waiting on the referee to blow it in, as you're going to have single receiver with double tight. H-back, you got Wildcat formation with move in and nose is tailback. So bet you Stacy 18 carries the ball right here. Is waiting, is going to motion in, the bad snap, and it's going back inside the 10, and he's going to fall on it right about the 11-yard line, and wow, he wasn't ready for that.
No, Tony, that's what happens when you do that. You kind of bring in that Wildcat. He's looking to his right, hard snap, and the ball goes all the way back.
A long way.
They're going to mark it where about the 11-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 34 to go for the Mavericks. Big break for the Cyclones. You blitz right here?
Yes, you bring it. Yep. They still got the Wildcat in there as Moog, and they got No lined up to his right. Single receiver both left and right. And they're going to hand it to No. No's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to deliver the blow, but he's going to be tackled right at the 15-yard line. So a pickup of 4 yards to bring up 3rd down and about 30.
We'll take up those 4-yard runs when you've got 2nd down and 34 to go.
Greenville's now up 28-0 over Fulton in the second quarter. Miller back in. You got pistol formation with single receiver to the left, tight twins to the right. And they got a tight H-back lining up right between the center or the tackle guard gap. Play clock down to 15-14. Getting the play in. Nose lined up to the left side. A little bit of confusion on the Mavericks' part.
Clock's down to 4.
And he's going to roll. And Miller's rolling. He's rolling. He's going to throw. And he's going to be caught.
He got it.
And nope, dropped.
Okay.
He dropped it.
He had it. Dropped it as he went out of bounds. 3 Cyclones around him.
Gutsy throw by the freshman.
Right over here on the sideline. 3 Cyclones around him. He goes up and gets it. Can't complete the catch. So that's going to stop the clock at 8:17 to go in the second period. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and still 30. So once again, the Mavericks go back to punt, Jake's going to be back at about the Maverick 45-yard line. Yeah, back at the first down yardage.
It snaps back, kick is off, and it's a low spinning kick that Jake's going to let it bounce, and it's going to bounce inside the Cyclones 45 and roll down into the 41-yard line where the Cyclones will take over. Took a huge Maverick bounce because it was a low line spinner. Took a bounce, so the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10 from our own 41, leading 21-0 with 8:04 left to go. And speaking of the score, Stacy, Bojangles, you can go by and get your 2 pork chop biscuits for $5, or you can go by and get the Bo chicken sandwich for only $3.99.
Or you can get
Which one did you get? Rob will tell me.
Yeah. I don't know. We were late because Rob was pulling out of the Bojangles there in Elizabethton with the whole bucket of it. I don't know how much he had.
Cyclones are breaking the huddle from the sideline. Coming over, you're going to have Trips left, single receiver to the right. Russell lined up to the left side of Rollins, the quarterback. Snap, back, hands it to Russell. Russell over the right side. He's got room, and he's upended right about the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 7 yards, bring up 2nd down and 3.
Straight dive over to him on the right side, Tony, and big pickup for him. They're going to give him 7, bring up the 2nd down and 3. Right at the 48-yard line, as Tony said. 7:42 to go here in the first half. Cyclones lead 21-0.
Same formation for the Cyclones. This time Rollins, he'll play fake. He'll throw it out to Nate. Nate gets a good block by Dalton. He's across 50, 45, 40, lowers his shoulder, drives inside down about the 38-yard line. Great block out there by Dalton Mitchell.
Yeah, you've seen a concerted effort by Coach Whitten and Bryson Rollins. He's throwing that ball to different people tonight.
Yes.
Jake's got the 2 touchdown catches, but we've seen Nate, we've seen Dalton, Teddy Orton. Did a big block that time by the Cyclones also.
This time
by Dalton Mitchell.
They flip, and Bryson calls his own number, patiently waiting, going over the left side. It's coming back. Yep.
Somebody threw the flag in there, and somebody threw it back out.
Somebody threw it back out. They didn't like it because it hit them, so they can't call it from that spot. If they do, then they've lost their mind. As the referees are talking it over. You come from the back judge, so it's going to be a holding against the Cyclones.
Yeah, now they're going to move it up.
Yeah.
I think he threw it in that pile and hit somebody, and they got mad and threw it back the other way.
They took
That's just a spot foul, so you gotta make sure you mark this one right.
Yeah. And it's going to be accepted, so it's going to be marked from the 32, so it'll bring it back to the 42-yard line. So it'll bring up 1st down and about 17 for the Cyclones, as we got it at our own 40, at the Maverick 42-yard line with 7:14 left to go here until halftime. Trips right, single receiver left. Rollins back to pass. He's looking. He draws it down. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's going to drive forward back to the original line of scrimmage, and they'll say no right at the 36. So he picked up 6 of the 7 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Cyclones. Only thing that worries me, Stacy, is when he starts carrying that ball out there like that.
Yep. I mean, that was just kind of a play action the whole time, quarterback draw. But like you said, when he got to the line, he had that ball out there. 6:35 to go here in the first half.
Toss out to K. K gets it, plants down in there, call him a back. Another hold. They're going to call a hold on on Connor. So it's going to be a spot foul, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 22.
They're going to hold it. Yeah, they're going to say he held right around the
42.
About the 41.
No,
about the
37.
37-yard line.
Yep.
So, yep, they're going to take it back. Take it all the way back to about the 47-yard line. So, as Tony said, that's going to bring up a...
Actually, they marked 11-yard penalty because they marked it back to the 48. So, brings up
2nd down and 23.
2nd down and 23 for the Cyclones. If they're going to have twins left, twins right. And Russ will be lined up to the right side. He's looking over, getting the play. Russell to the right side of Rollins. Play clock down to 15. Rollins, quarterback draw. He calls his own number. He's going to be hit, and he's going to fall forward across the 45 down near the 44. Pickup of about 4 yards to bring up 3rd down and about 19. 4 down territory, Stacy.
I think so, Tony. With 3rd down and 19, leading 21-0. You got about 5:50 to go here before half.
Rollins back to pass, throws us out to Dalton. Dalton, hey, skips it to him.
Yep.
Skips it to him.
Teddy.
Had it. He might have.
That was Teddy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Teddy Orton. Yeah.
Teddy Orton had come around. It looked like he got it right off the ground, but he didn't. I think from here, if you gain 5-10 yards, he goes for it there, but not with
4th and 19.
4th and 19, so Rollins drops back to punt now.
And you got Terry standing back inside his own 10-yard line. Bryson's waiting on the snap. He gets it back, and not much of a rush. He gets it away, and it's going to bound at the 15, and it's going to dance down at the 12-yard line where the Mavericks will have it 1st and 10 from their own 12.
Seth Mullins for the Cyclones down on the coverage, downs the ball. So they're going to have it 1st and 10. They're going to say the 13-yard line. 5:34 to go. Cyclones lead 21-0.
Miller's back at your quarterback. You're going to have single receiver left and right. You're going to have a tight end, flex tight end, and also an H-back. Now that he's going over, flipping over to the opposite side, knows your tailback. Play clock down to 8, 7. You're going to have to hurry, Stacy, before they get it off. 3. They get it away, and No's going to get it. No's going to try to go outside right.
Come up,
wide, and Nate comes up and upends him, and he falls forward somehow up near the 17-yard line. So a pickup of about 4.
Good job by Nate coming up there and taking on the big boy.
Can't run without him.
Nope. 2nd down and 6 to go. They're going to put the ball on the 17. 5:12 to go here in the first half.
As they hurry to the line, do that little check with me, trying to see what the defense will give me. We're going to have twins right, tailback or H-back, single receiver left, nose to the left side of Miller. Miller's going to give it, and No's going to try the short side of the field. He's on the plant, and he's going to be driving out of bounds, and they're going to mark him right around the 19-yard line. So a pickup of 2, so it's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 5 for the Mavericks.
Tony, you'd never know it unless we mention his name. Number 80, Brad Cannon, that time just fought that big tackle all the way out here, doing his job, doing the dirty work so the other guys can make the tackle.
This time you're going to have twins left, single receiver to the right, and they're going to have H-back lined up to the right. Nose to the left side of quarterback Miller. And they're going to hand it to No. No's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to be hit, and he's going to fall forward and depending on the spot.
It's right there. It's going to be close, Tony.
It's going to be close.
It's a 4th down. He didn't make it. Let's see.
They're going to say, no, Stacey, they're going to say he got it. They're going to say he got it up near the 23-yard line. Yeah. So 1st down for the Mavericks. They're going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 23. Because we got 4:34 left to go here until halftime. Same formation for the Mavericks with single receiver right, tight H-back right, twins left. Now Moog is your running back. He flips over to the right side of the quarterback, Miller. He's going to hand it to Moog. Moog's going to try to go out left to the side, and he's going to be tackled up end right out the 25-yard line. He's going to fall forward. Great job by number 55, Drew Turner. Come from the backside, chase it down.
Again, Bradley Cannon's over here battling his people. We got Blake Stewart up here coming up. They're sending somebody on him. They're doing a good job of just kind of neutralizing him. Brings up 2nd down and 7, the ball from the Maverick 26-yard line.
Now we're going to have twin stack formation wide, single receiver to left. Still got your H-back, and Moog is still your tailback. As we're under 3:40 left to go here until halftime. Play clock's
leading 21-0 here. County trying to hold him before halftime.
He's going to get the ball. Moog's going to get it, and he's going to try to go outside right. He's going to say, no, sir, you're not going. Good job by Bradley Cannon. Also number 44, Caleb Johnson. He's going to held him to no gain, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Mavericks from their own 26-yard line. This time they got double H, single receiver both left and right. Stacey, in times past, they love to run double H where they'll pull them. They love to run the counter with double H. Over here. Yeah. As Moog is your tailback. They're looking over. Play clock down to 10, still getting the play. Lined up to the left side of the quarterback, Miller. Miller Back to pass. They'll go throw a little quick screen out here. Mugen. This will be great pressure by number 55, Drew Turner. Made him throw it way too early.
Yep. Threw it all the way to the sideline. Took one bounce and went out of bounds way over the head of the intended person over here on the little screen. So Clark's going to stop at 2:45 to go in the first half. Cyclones lead 21-0, and Tony on a 4th down and 7 where the ball's at. They're getting ready to get the ball back with the chance to score before half.
And 3 timeouts left for the Cyclones. Jake's standing by their own 45 as punts away. And this time it's a wobbly. Jake's going to fair catch and catch it right about the 43-yard line where the Cyclones will take over. 1st and 10 from our own 43. 2:39 left to go in all 3 timeouts.
Yep, got all 3 timeouts here. So Cyclones going to try to steal one here before halftime. We've been talking about it as they huddle up on the far sideline to get some final instruction from Coach Whitten here. 2:39 to go. Already leading 21-0. Cyclones have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
Cyclones going to break the sideline huddle. You're going to have single receiver to the right, trips left, and Russell line up to the left side of Rollins. Rollins play fake. Going to throw it out here to Nate. Nate again. Good block by Dalton. Dalton gets across the 45. Nate still driving up near the 47, 48-yard line. Nice pickup of about 5 yards, Stacy.
Yep, good job right there.
Dalton
good block. Good block by Dalton Mitchell. That time you don't come back to the middle of the field, but if you cut it back in just a little bit, Dalton was turned his guy out there. But big 2nd down and 5 for the Cyclones. Good to see Nate on the catch. Good to see the run after the catch.
Yep. Now they flip trips left, and then they're going to hand it to Russell. Russell's going to bounce out to the left. He lowers his shoulder. He's going to go for the 1st down. He goes down, gets rushed out of bounds, and tackled out of bounds inside the 30 or inside the 42-yard line. It's enough for another select 7 1st down for your Cyclones.
Yep, came in the middle. There was absolutely nothing there, so he bounces out to his left, gets around the end, not only picks up the 1st down, but takes the ball all the way down to the 42-yard line.
Cyclones are hurried. Quick pass out here to Teddy. Teddy gets it. He plants it. He goes to the house. House call, Teddy. 15, 10, 5, touchdown,
yes,
Cyclones.
Yes, sir. Good job.
Boom. Yes, sir.
Just real quick there, Tony. They come up to the line. They hit Tony over here, just on a little bubble over here, and he splits 2 defenders. Stumbled right there at the end, but he goes in. As Tony said, take it to the house for the Cyclones to go up big, 27-0. 1:49 still to go before halftime. As Smithfield comes on to attempt yet another extra point.
Great. Good to see Teddy. Teddy used that track speed. Great block out here by Jake. Jake said a great block. Waiting on the snap and the hold and the extra point. From Russell. Play clock down to 10, plenty of time. And the snap, good snap. Whaley's got it down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:49 left to go here into halftime, your new score, Cyclones are up 28-0. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
We all love Carter County for many reasons. It's the breathtaking views from Roan Mountain, the historical spirit of downtown Elizabethton, the summer playground of Watauga Lake, and everything in between. Carter County Bank is proud to call this our home. It's our pride and joy, and we know it's yours too. We would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for your business and support. Since 1939, it's been our mission to put customers first and offer services that help make your life easier. We are Carter County's bank, and this is home. Carter County Bank, a division of Bank of Tennessee, member FDIC.
Do more of what you love. Expect more from your education. Achieve more of your goals. At Northeast State, we offer more than 135 programs of study, small class sizes, and we have a 90% job placement rate. Now is the time to do more. We are dedicated to guiding you through every step, from admissions to enrolling in classes to graduation. Visit northeaststate.edu and apply today.
Celebrate the holidays in magical downtown with shopping, dining, and more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Main Street, Elizabethton. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Terry gets it, and he's brought the 45, and he steps out of bounds. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Other than that, Stacy, it's a house call.
Yes, sir. Looks like he's stopped down here by Dalton Mitchell. Again, the kick is short to about the 15-yard line. He breaks through there, Tony. He's going up. He doesn't step
the
outside.
Flag right here at 40. Referee standing over with the flag at 40. Yep, it is a hold, so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so that should back it up.
Good. Lucky right there.
We'll have to do better with this kickoff.
Cyclones 28-0 leading here, 140. Looking to hold them as we go into halftime. Shout out here to Coach Eddie Pless listening to us tonight. Appreciate that, Eddie. Everybody back at home listening to us as your Cyclones are putting on quite a show here in the first half. So with the penalty, they're going to back the Mavericks up to the 30-yard line. So they're going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 30. 1:40 to go before halftime. Cyclones leading 28-0.
Twins left and right nose. You tell back left side of quarterback Miller as they do the slap of the hand check with me as they get to play. Play clock down to 13. Now No flips over to the right side. He's wide. Waiting on the snap. They're going jet motion from behind, and this time they're going to try to run the option. And indeed, the option, bad pitch. Oh, he had him. He had him back there. Caleb Johnson had him. Ball's on the floor. Ball's on the field.
They got it
They're
back.
going to say he was down, but he lost about 4 yards. A great play by Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson almost had him back there, but that delay caused the rest of the Cyclones to come up. Jake Roberts over there on that side, too.
Yeah, Trenton Taylor
just come in and bring up second down and 14. The ball's all the way back to their 26-yard line.
Trips left, single receiver to the right. Nose lined up to the left side of Miller. Stacey, if you stop here, do you call a timeout for Coach Whitten?
It's no, you got 59 seconds here to go.
And they're going to throw a quick little bubble screen out, and it's incomplete. Don't have to worry about it.
Nope, you don't have to. They're going to get the ball back.
So it brings up a incomplete pass. So it's running up 3rd down and 14 with 53.5 seconds left. Stacey, that was a little bit too hot and too tall.
Yep. We're having trouble with these screen passes over here and the little bubbles over here. You don't have that touch. You don't realize how it's about a 25, 30-yard throw across the field, and it doesn't look like it, but it is, and they're just not really good at it.
Yep, same formation for the Mavericks. Cyclone showing blitz, back to pass. He's going to be sacked.
Wow.
And Coach Whitten hurries and calls a timeout. What he does is throw
Eli Williams
still running,
again.
but they finally got a timeout. Eli Williams with a great delayed blitz with a sack. Huge loss of about 10 yards.
Second sack of the ball game, and I mean, he absolutely comes. Quarterback saw it too because he just tucked that ball and braced for it to come.
He was ready.
So with 45.7 seconds to go before halftime, already leading 28-0. Cyclones are going to get the ball back here after this punt, and they call another timeout.
Well, this is the one that they just called. They're just now sending them over to the.
We'll send it back for a 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout. Before we do, your Bojangles score of the game. Cyclones up big, 28-0.
Eat at one of the most popular places in Elizabethton, Jay's Corner at the corner of Lynn Avenue and F Street downtown. Jay's Corner was voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town, and you'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and a very wide selection of sandwiches. Jay's Corner is open daily except Sunday to eat in or carry out. You can also call ahead at 547-3300 to have your order ready for pickup. Jay's Corner, Lynn at F Street, Elizabethton, also featuring daily specials, ice cream, and shakes. See the full menu on Facebook. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this upcoming holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a punt, and it's going to be fielded by Jake Robertson. Runs the ball right at midfield, out of bounds, as it was a great idea to punt away from him, Stacey. We've got 36.6 seconds left to go here in the halftime. 2 timeouts, ball 1st and 10 right at midfield for your Cyclones.
Cyclones leading 28-0, Tony. You got time here for a couple of shots. They got two timeouts left.
Correct.
2 timeouts left here. So let's see if they go for a shot or two here and see what he's going to do.
You know, Coach Whitten loves the 2-minute style offense, something to hurry. So they're going to have trips left, single receiver to the right, and Russell will be lined up left side over Rollins. Back to pass. We're going to throw a quick bubble out here. Teddy gets it. Teddy's going to break outside. He's going to still drag, and he's going to be going outside. And going to throw him down out of bounds. Should have been a penalty, but no call, so it's going to be a pickup of 6 yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Cyclones at the Maverick 44-yard line.
Not only a good catch, though, but he went as hard as he could to get out of bounds.
To save a timeout.
Yep, save a timeout.
This time, trips right, single receiver to the left. Russell to the left side, back to pass. They're looking. He's got time. He's looking. He's going to throw it away. Come on. Right said.
Got to take a sack. All the way back to about the 39-yard line.
They're going to mark it up about the 43.
43, I'm sorry.
Yep. And that's
they're just going to let it go.
They're going to let it go.
Yep, they're going to let it go. So rather than running another play on that sack, as you go down under 5 seconds now, that's going to be your first half, ladies and gentlemen. As we do, we're going to send it back to the station for this 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Wes and I will go over the first half stats and summarize your scoring for you. But before we do, Cyclones are up big, ladies and gentlemen, here. Very impressive performance by the Cyclones on offense and defense. Second round of the 2021 TSSAA playoffs. Cyclones lead at half, 28-0. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Watson's Marine off Highway 11E Bluff City is where you'll find one of the area's best selections of fishing tackle and marine accessories, plus the latest Camas, Phoenix, and Vexus boat selections. Watson's Marine also has Mercury and Yamaha outboard engines. Owner Aaron Green and sales and tackle shop manager Rex Pendergrass invite you to stop in soon and look at all the latest models and merchandise. Watson's Marine, Highway 11E, 2 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway towards Johnson City. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, all available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by the Elizabethton Federal office nearest you for more information. Apply for a mortgage online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. For services beyond just shipping, there's so much more at the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, including printing. No matter what your printing need might be, the UPS Store in Elizabethton provides printing for business cards, yard signs, decals, invitations, envelopes, promotional items, banners, and any other outdoor signage. For any printing need you have, see the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, Elizabethton, locally owned and ready to serve you 7 days a week. The UPS Store also provides notary service. Cold nights are back, making the hot lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and other hot Italian foods at Dino's taste even better. From the American menu, try Dino's hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy. And a new item to warm you up this time of year in more ways than one is Johnny Red's Hot Chicken. Ask about Johnny Red's Hot Chicken next time you eat at Dino's, where you can also enjoy a ribeye steak at lunchtime. And on Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad inside. Dino's, downtown Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Russ Swaney Real Estate is Elizabethton's oldest, most experienced real estate firm. Russ Swaney, David Collins, Deborah Sutherland, and Julia Adams combine their efforts to give their clients the utmost in experienced real estate service with a proven record of success. Whether listing your property to sell, searching for a new home, or needing the services of a professional auctioneer, Russ Swaney Real Estate offers their clients the utmost in service. If it's real estate, it's time to call Russ and his team. They get the job done. Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery, 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, is currently accommodating all your catering needs, including baked items by special order.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Clinton, Tennessee, home of Anderson County and the Anderson County Mavericks. I'm joined by my partner, Wes Hostclaw. At halftime of the second round of the TSSAA playoffs for 2021, well, your Elizabethton Cyclones are up by an impressive 28-0. Wes, let's go over a little bit here on the first half scoring summary, if we can. All Cyclones here as they go up big from the first series of the ball game.
Yeah, for the first series of the ball game, Cyclones came out of the gate, had a good return from Nate Stevens. Bryson Rollins picked up 3 first downs on the ground and went to the air, landing a nice fade over the shoulder to Jake Roberts for a 30-yard touchdown. Made it 7-0, 9-13 in the first quarter, 7-play, 65-yard drive. Anderson County went 3 and out with a punt. The Cyclones had a repeat of the opening drive. Rollins with 3 first downs on the ground, and then he went back to Jake Roberts, this time a 22-yard over-the-shoulder strike to pay dirt. 3:58 on the clock in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Elizabethton. That drive, 7 plays, 64 yards. You see where we're going here. It's kind of a repeat right there. Then T.J. Little, he recovered a fumble on the kickoff. As another first of a couple turnovers there for Anderson County. Cyclones had a 3rd and 15 there from 23, had good field position, but there was an interception by Anderson County's Eli White. Cyclones came back on defense. Big sack from Eli Williams, the first of 2.5, Anderson County punt. Cyclones drove the ball into the second quarter. There was a big 3rd and 4th down pass conversions from Rollins, and it set up the senior signal caller with a 5-yard scoring run to make it 21-0. 9:51 in the second quarter, 7-play, 25-yard drive. Anderson County then they lost 24 yards on a fumble snap and settled for a punt. Cyclones punt. Anderson County had another 3-out punt, 3 punts right there. And then Cade Russell picked up a first down on the ground to get things going again for the Cyclones. Rollins landed a short pass to Teddy Orton, who evaded a defender, and he rumbled 42 yards to the house to make it 28-0 with 1:49 remaining in the half. And then Anderson County was forced their 5th punt after a second big sack for Los Eli Williams. And the Cyclones, they ran the clock out there. Had one pass play with the sack and just ran the clock out there, 28-0. Cyclones have got 12 first downs in the first half, 253 yards of offense, 154 passes, 99 rushing, 6 penalties for 40 yards. Rollins 9 of 15 with an interception, 156 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 14 for 68 on the ground with a touchdown. Roberts 2 for 22 receiving with 2 touchdowns. Teddy Orton 2 catches, 48 yards and a touchdown. Nate Stevens 4 catches, 41 yards. And Cade Russell had 8 rushes for 31 yards and 1 catch for 13 yards. Of course, Eli Williams 2 sacks. I've got Anderson County at -20 offense, 2 yards passing, -22 rushing. Their stats were a little bit different, but I've got them -22 rushing, 2 passing and a half. Only 1 first down, 4 penalties, 31 yards, and 22 plays. That's all they ran.
We're always going to go with your stats. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? First half for the Cyclones, they have a total offense of
253 yards.
253 offensive yards, 154 passing, 99 rushing, 10 first downs. More importantly, though, you heard what Wes said, -20.
-20 on total offense for Anderson County in the first half.
-20 yards, not on a play, not on passing, or total offense.
Only 22 plays.
-20 yards.
Yep.
22 plays. That's probably one of the most impressive defensive performances we've seen by the Cyclones in a very long time.
And those 22 plays, that includes the 5 punts.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just how much they dominated this game. And it's on first down. Yep. They're stopping Big No. The quarterback's really struggling. He's had at least 3 incomplete passes on these little screens they're trying to throw. And then 2 big sacks by Eli Williams. So it's just a total domination by the Cyclones in the first half.
Yeah, complete domination also on the play clock. I mean, you had possession for, it looks like right here, Cyclones have possession 14 minutes and 28 seconds. Anderson County's had the ball 9 minutes and 32 seconds, but yet they've only run 22 plays.
Yep, and they've got -20 yards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that runs some time off the clock. But on offense now, the Cyclones doing what the Cyclones do. You get a big dose of Rollins running. You get a big dose of Cade Russell on some design runs.
Right.
And then you've got the quick shots. But tonight, we've seen a little bit different things here. We've got some receiving for the Cyclones. We've got Jake Roberts with 3 catches, Nate Stevens with 3 catches, Teddy Orton with the catch. And this is why you don't trust their stats. That was Dalton Mitchell with the catch. And they've got Jeriah Griffin.
Yeah, and Teddy Orton had the 2 catches. He had the touchdown.
And he had the touchdown. So we always go with Wes Hosclaw's stats here, the Carter County boy, over the Anderson County boys. So just an absolute complete domination on the scoreboard and obviously on the stats for the Cyclones. Wes, as always, appreciate you, buddy, and look forward to hopefully we got -40 when the game's over for the Mavericks on offense.
I tell you what, though, you couldn't ask for a better first half of the Cyclones right there on all phases of the game, and it's a completely different story than the last time we were down here about 3 years ago.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, that's we talked about before the game started that about 5 minutes we had to talk with Tony here about checking that box. Well, the Cyclones had certainly checked it in the first half. This feels like the last time we were here, only the roles were reversed.
Yep.
At this point in time, the Cyclones look like a beaten team 3 years ago. Not so tonight, ladies and gentlemen. At halftime, with about 11 minutes to go at your halftime, Cyclones are up big 28-0. We're going to take a 2-minute break back to the station. When we come back, we got a special interview with somebody special, and what more appropriate to have him tonight And when the Cyclones hang up a minus 21-yard offensive performance by the Mavericks, then the Cyclone defensive coordinator, Coach David Campbell. So we'll have that interview for you when you come back. After that, Tony and I will be back with your second half. But as we do, from Anderson County, Cyclones up big, 28-0.
For services beyond just shipping, there's so much more at the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, including printing. No matter what your printing need might be, the UPS Store in Elizabethton provides printing for business cards, yard signs, decals, invitations, envelopes, promotional items, banners, and any other outdoor signage. For any printing need you have, see the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, Elizabethton, locally owned and ready to serve you 7 days a week. The UPS Store also provides notary service. Finance your next automobile with a loan rate as low as 1.79% APR at Happy Valley Credit Union, Elizabethton, where this offer is extended into November. Come in and ask a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer for full details, as loan restrictions do apply. You could be driving a new or used car with a low payment based on a very low 1.79% APR. This loan offer has been extended for a limited time at Happy Valley Credit Union, corner of Lynn Avenue and C Street, Elizabethton. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area. And now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursingHome.com. Come see the all-new 401 Hatcher Lane showroom location of your AMAR automatic garage door opening system dealer in Elizabethton, Rocky Top Garage Doors. Mitch Parlier, owner of Rocky Top Garage Door Service, has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years and is Elizabethton's AMAR door and linear and liftmaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa at Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
Learn more about Rocky Top Garage Doors online at rockytopgaragedoor.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to halftime, joined by Coach Campbell. Coach, first and foremost, glad you could come here and join us here on halftime. Former player, come back. Now you're the defensive coordinator. You worked under Coach Ogg. Tell it, what's the difference in, we're going back to when you played to what it is now?
It's completely different. Honestly, the amount of just the amount of information that we try to get to these kids now is so much more than we used to get. Terminology is completely different. Everything, basic technique, things like that, all that stuff. The names change, but the technique, stays the same. But just so much more technology, so much more information, between huddle and being able to, sometimes we go through 7 or 8 films. Like, these kids get so much information when it comes to playing week to week, and besides just helping us, like, I couldn't imagine, half the time when we played, we had 2 films and it was all on VHS. It was, rewind, play, and now you're watching 7 games in a couple hours of every team you play. So just, for me, like, the biggest difference is, these kids get so much more information and have so much more knowledge about their opponents and the game of football than we ever had. The basic stuff, technique, never changes. It just, they call it something different.
You look back at when you played, which was in the late 90s, mid to late 90s. You look now, did you ever think that you'd envision seeing, and I'll just talk about what we've got, a TV on the sideline showing huddle, 5 or 6 iPads where you got 5 or 6 coaches watching different things. You've got a monitor upstairs that you all are watching along with an iPad. Did you ever think that there would be this much into the game of football?
Not at a high school level, no. I mean, that's just one of those, even when I started, I was amazed at where we were at then, and that was going on 8 years ago now, and it's leaps and bounds from where we were then, and it's just amazing. It really is. It's not that much different as far as the access to all the information than a college level or a pro level. It's just the amount of the amount of detail that you actually get into with the players is obviously a little bit more, but the access and the instant access, we're reviewing play by play. I'm reviewing it upstairs as it happens. We're reviewing it as a defensive unit on the sideline when they come off the field, and it's instant. We're making adjustments on the fly. We're correcting, technique on the fly. I mean, it's amazing.
Final question before I turn it over to Stacy. 8 years ago, you was approached about joining the staff. How does it make you feel, Dave Campbell, not Coach Campbell, but Dave Campbell, knowing you as a former Cyclone, that you get to don the colors of the black and orange again, this time as a coach?
To be honest, this is what I've always wanted to do. When I went to college, that kind of took me in a different direction, and I can't imagine. I teach engineering, and I went to school for engineering, so I can't imagine it happening any other way. But I always had that in me where, I wanted to teach and I wanted to coach and I wanted to be involved with this community and this school, and it was just amazing how everything, the time when it was right for me to make that decision and the fact that the job became available and, everything just sort of fell into place, and it's still to this day, I mean, it was just meant to be, I feel like.
Let's pick up right there where you were at. You come on, and Stan Ogg, who sometimes makes you feel like you want to be put in an institution, but he is an institution here at Elizabethton High School, longtime defensive coordinator. How does it feel, and what did it mean to you to try to step in to the position that he's held so long at Elizabethton High School?
Honestly, it was scary, just because he was such a big part of this program. But I spent so much time with him, and I took so much away from him over the 3 years that I was with him that really we didn't change a whole lot from the way he did things. We adapted a little bit to the kids that we had, and we maybe simplified a few things here and there, but for the most part, I mean, everything that I know, I took from him. The base of all of my knowledge came from him anyway. So, even though I may have taken over for him, he still has a big part of the program, because that's really where I came from.
Right. How does your training as an engineer play into the way that you approach setting up your game plans, the techniques, and probably more important, Tony and I talk about this all the time. Over the last 2 or 3 years, had a couple of rough first halves, but at half times, the adjustments that you've been able to make as a defensive coordinator and a staff sometimes are completely amazing about the difference in what you're able to stop. How does your training as an engineer come into that?
Well, as far as the engineering goes, I feel like I'm the numbers guy. I love breaking down film. I love statistics. To me, numbers don't lie, and I base a lot of my thoughts about what we need to do week to week or adjustments we need to make based off of those numbers. Like they're going to
run on this.
Oh yeah,
how many times they
I can
line up.
You would be amazed at the amount of detail sometimes that I get into. It's it's down in distance, it's on the hash, it's I'll break it down every 10 yards sometimes just to see if there's, no matter what, I mean, everyone is going to have a tendency or a tale of what they're going to do, and
Want something different for Thanksgiving dinner this year? Consider adding Ridgewood Barbecue to your Thanksgiving meal. All holiday gatherings are best when the original Ridgewood Barbecue is part of the meal or party table. To order Ridgewood Barbecue in time for Thanksgiving, come by as soon as you can for details, or just call Ridgewood from 11 a.m. at 538-7543. 538-7543 for the best barbecue and thus the best feature on your Thanksgiving table. Ridgewood is 6 miles north of Elizabethton on Old Highway 19 at Bluff City. Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones and can help get your finances organized for the holiday shopping season. Carter Finance can provide you with a holiday loan as small as $100. And of course, if your Christmas budget requires more, see the folks at Carter Finance for a loan that fits your needs. Carter Finance also offers loans to pay off title and flex loans, home and land loans, and bill consolidation. Carter Finance, 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Call 542-2177 for more information. Shop the Jeweler's Bench now for the 2020 Pandora Cyclone State Championship charm, sold exclusively at Jeweler's Bench. Also now featuring a new selection of diamond engagement rings, tennis bracelets, rings, and much more. Jeweler's Bench has silver jewelry lines including Anna Hay, Southern Gate, and Sterling Reputation. And see John for custom jewelry you might want, plus jewelry repair. The Jeweler's Bench, across from Hardee's, Broad Street, Elizabethton. Get a reduced price for a limited time on Taco John's all-new 2021 Boss Burritos. Buy the Queso Blanco Boss Burrito by itself for only $5.29. That's $1 off the regular price. Or get it in a combo for only $8.80. That's $1 off the regular $9.80 combo price. The Queso Blanco Boss Burrito by itself or in a combo. Either way, the price is $1 off the regular price for a limited time at Taco John's, corner of Broad and Sycamore, Elizabethton.
Celebrate the holidays in magical downtown with shopping, dining, and more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Main Street, Elizabethton. Go Cyclones!
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to halftime here at Anderson County Stadium, where your Cyclones are up by a score of 28-0. Stacy, while we got a couple minutes, let's hit some local scores of interest.
Well, it's a good night for Carter County football right now. Cyclones are up big here, 28-0 at halftime, as they just put 3 more minutes on the board for halftime, so it'll give us some time to talk about this. Cloudland is leading at halftime, 38-0, up on the mountain over there, big over Oakdale. I'm sorry, on Oakdale. So looks like a good chance that Cloudland's going to be going to the quarterfinals.
Knox Central's all over Daniel Boone at halftime by a score of 27-0.
Greenville is leading Fulton as the next opponent for the Cyclones. If we hold on to this lead we have, Greenville's over Fulton 28-0 at halftime.
And Oneida's up on top of South Green, which is sort of a shocker. Scored 21-7 at half.
And that's a big deal for the Hampton Bulldogs.
It is.
Because that's the next round opponent for them if they could go. And Pigeon Forge is all over Unicoi County at halftime, 17-0.
Alcoa will skip that. They're all over Pittman, 56-0. Farragut, 17-7 over Bradley Central at half.
Coalfield is over Midway, 28-0.
Which could be Cloudland's next opponent, correct?
Correct.
All right, Maryville all over Westridge, 42-0 in the third quarter.
And Hampton is all over Rockwood, 34-8 at halftime, 34-6.
West, 35-0 over Crockett at halftime. Those are your local scores of interest, courtesy of Wes and Coach T. And Stacy, before we go any further, it was brought to my attention, and I want to apologize for not bringing it up earlier, that Cyclone Nation, we lost a great one a couple of weeks ago. Yes, November the 1st, we lost a great one. Miss Leota Holsclaw, she passed away, and want to send our condolences out for what her and John done, her and Willie did for the press box for many years. And
took care of John there at the end.
Yep.
Willie's always there for John, and lost a big one. We could have hit that at the beginning. We didn't, and kind of late notice on that. So just a shout out from the Cyclone Nation to the Holsclaw family as they lose yet another member. Lost Willie not long ago, and now Leota. So just
within 11 months, and also remember Wes Holsclaw, he lost his grandfather, so where thoughts and prayers are with them also. So let's just remember them as we're getting ready to tee it up and kick it off, as the Cyclones will be kicking from left to right, as Williams has got the ball teed up near hash at the 40-yard line, back deep for the Mavericks, standing about his own 10-yard line. Terry.
Cyclones lead 28-0. Held the Mavericks to minus 20 yards in the first half, Tony. So we couldn't ask for anything better. So let's just hope the second half mirrors the first.
Let's keep it going. As Williams is approaching kick, and this time he gets it to a high spinning kick. It's going to be fielded by Terry about the 14. He's crossed the 15 to 20, 25, 30, 35, and he crossed the 40, 45, 50, he's going to house call, 30, 25, 10. Teddy's going to get him? No. No flags, and touchdown return for the Mavericks. Not the way you want to start the second quarter out, or second half stage.
No, Tony, that's, I hate to groan and growl all the time about the kickoffs, but that's what can happen. And, I mean, he took that straight up the sideline. The Mavericks did a good job of walling off the side over here, and he takes it all the way. So, opening kickoff of the second half, the Mavericks take it all the way back. And
92 yards.
92 yards for the Mavericks, as that makes your score now 28-6.
As we're waiting on the extra point, not the way that Coach Whitten drew it up to start out. And the snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 11:46 left to go here in the third quarter, your new score, Cyclones are up 28-7. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Serving Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia since 1984, McLean's Pest Control has the solution to your residential or commercial pest control issues. Ready to buy or build your forever home? McLean's provides wood-destroying insect prevention services as well as conducts inspections for the sale or purchase of homes. McLean's has been blessed to be voted Best Pest Control in Elizabethton. When nuisance pests invade your nest, give McLean's a call at 543-7088. 543-7088. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. The drive-through window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school with quality prescriptions for people and pets.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School after a 92-yard touchdown return from the opening kick from number 15, Terry. They've cut the lead 28-7, so back deep for the Cyclones looking to answer. You got Stevens and Robert standing around their own 10-yard line. Approaching the kick, and it's a high spinning kick that Nate's going to field about his own 11. He's crossed the 15 to 20, 25, bounces it outside, across the 30, stutter steps, still driving his feet, and he's up near the 34-yard line where the Cyclones will take over first and 10, right about 34, 35-yard line. See where they mark it. They're going to mark it right at the 34, so the Cyclones will have it first and 10 at the 34.
The only good thing about them having to kick off again is we get to see the dog run out and take the tee off of the field, so that's pretty impressive. So
they have a dog, we have a preacher.
Let's just
I'll take the preacher.
We'll take Preacher Mike. Let's hope that's the last time we see it tonight. Yep. 11:38 to go here in your first half. Cyclones opening series of offense in the second half.
Rollins calls his own number. He's trying over the right side, and he's going to be hit, and he falls forward up near the 38-yard line, a pickup of about 4 yards.
Just a cold draw, Tony, over the right side behind Big Owen Schlegel. And big 66, Connor Johnson, 52nd straight game he started at the right tackle for the Cyclones.
Balanced formation, back to pass is Rollins. He's going to throw it out here to Jake. Jake gets it. He cuts it upfield to 40, stiff arm. He's still going. He's forced out of bounds. He's shoved out of bounds.
That should be the penalty.
And
I'm not going to call it.
No, they're going to mark him out. Yep, there's the flag. That's flag. Somebody said something. That thing was about 5 minutes late.
And I'm afraid it's going to be on the Cyclones.
I don't know, you got much of Cyclone down over there, so it could have been happened over the, happened outside.
They're going back to Cyclones up, Tony. Something happened.
Yep, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Cyclones. So that's going to be accrued after the play, so it's going to bring 15-yard penalty from the spot, so we're going to mark it back to the 27-yard line, so it's going to bring up a third down.
17.
As we got an official timeout for chain repair, so Stacy, while we got a quick timeout, let's go ahead and take us a quick 30-second while they're working on the chains. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
With the pandemic continuing in place, don't panic. See Tom and Jerry at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton for all your home needs, where you always get 100% satisfaction for both product and service. Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is your low price leader for manufactured homes. You'll get the lowest home prices always at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton. So shop us first or shop us last for the guaranteed lowest home prices in the area. From Tom and Jerry at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 90D Bypass, open Monday through Saturday. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like, Stacy, they've got the chains fixed, so we're going to wait on the down marker to set. So,
yeah, Tony, at that time he's pushed out of bounds. It looks like they should have called a penalty there. They didn't. Somebody on the Cyclone sideline obviously has said something. The result is 15-yard penalty. It's going to back them all the way up to the 27-yard line, their own 27. Brings up a third down and 17 with 11:07 to go. Cyclones still lead 28-7, but the Mavericks have some momentum, Tony.
Trips right, and Rollins' call was on number, and he's going to bounce over the left. He's still on his feet, spins outside. He's across the 30 and up in at about the 35-yard line, but pickup of about 7 yards or 8 yards, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Cyclones, so it brings on a punting formation.
About 4 spins on that run, Tony, just close to breaking it. Gets some of the penalty back, but at 4th down and 9 from their own 35 is going to force the Cyclones to punt on their opening series.
And the guy back deep is the one who returned the touchdown, Stacy. So be alert. You got Terry standing about his own 29-yard line. Bryson gets it, and it's a low spinning kick that's going to bound, and it's going to take a Cyclone huge bound across the 20 and be fielded right about the 16-yard line, where the Mavericks will take over 1st and 10 right at their own 16 as that ball took a wicked bounce.
Big Cyclone bounce, probably wasn't more than 15 feet off the ground. And when it hit, it just shot down there. So huge punt. What's the yardage on that? 49-yard punt for Rollins. So it flips the field. Mavericks have it 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line with 10:20 to go in your third period.
Wildcat formation, trips left, single receiver to the right, move to quarterback with no lined up to the right. He stays to the right side looking, getting the play, waiting on the snap. Snap, he moves, going to keep it. Call his own number, and he's going to be hit by number 16, Eli Williams, who does not bite on the fake, comes up and makes a stick after about a 2-yard gain.
Tony, they've seen that on the film somewhere because he knew exactly what to do. His read is whoever's in at quarterback, it's the Wildcat, 18 right now, and Moog, and he didn't budge, Tony. Good play.
Yep, same formation. This time, nose lined up to the left side of quarterback Moog. Game clock at 9:47. Getting the play. This time, ball comes in. And they're going to back them up 5 yards, Stacy. Yep. False start against the Mavericks.
False start, yep. They
Cyclones they flipped their formation. They slid. When it did, it caused them to jump. So it's going to back them up 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 13 from about the 13-yard line.
Listeners can't tell from the radio, but the Mavericks go from the line every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody stands up, even the tackles, and they look over at the sidelines to try to get the play. Center's the only one down. The linemen put their hands down, but they kind of bend down, so they're there for a long time, Tony, and that little movement made them jump.
Same formation. And next time, Moog's going to keep it. He'll try to pitch an option, and No gets it. And No's going to be hit the backfield, and he still drives his feet. And he's going to go back to the original line of scrimmage. Stacey, it was a good, hard run by the junior Moog, but he's going to pick up about 4 yards. Going to bring up a crucial 3rd down and about 8 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, and it was a shoestring away from getting a big loss there. Good play by the Cyclones to do that. Bring up a 3rd down and 8. The ball's on the 18-yard line of the Mavericks. 8:55 to go. Cyclones lead 28-7.
Quarterback Miller's back in. As you're going to have trips left, single receiver to the right, and Nose your tailback to the left side of the quarterback Miller. Miller back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw a quick out, and he's going to catch it. And nope, he dropped it.
Oh, good. He was on the ground. He came right to him, so
he's dropped it. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 for the Mavericks from their own 18-yard line as the punting unit comes in.
Big break for the Cyclones there, Tony. It looked like he had first down yardage.
Yes.
He was on the ground, but just not able to hold on to it. So
just run a quick out, and
I don't know if he slid down or what, but in any event,
we'll take it.
Absolutely. Incomplete pass. Clock stops. 8:34 to go in the third period.
Jake standing about midfield and almost got it, and they're going to call a flag. Dang it. So that's going to be, will it be a roughing or running into, as Jake's going to be tackled right about the 45-yard line, but that may be for nothing, Stacy.
Yep. That ball.
Yep. Personal foul, running into the kicker.
So
dang
15,
it.
That's going to give him a first down.
Can't give it to him, boys.
Nope. He came in, he didn't hit him, but he rolled underneath him, and a little bit of acting, a little bit of contact, but they get the 15-yard or so. It's going to be a first down for the Mavericks. So with 8:23 to go, they're going to get the ball back. So instead of coming off the field, the defense comes back onto the field for the Cyclones. Two special team mistakes right here, Tony, to begin the second half by the Cyclones.
Exactly. So it's going to take the ball down to the 33-yard line where the Mavericks will have it 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 8:23 left to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones are up 28-7. Miller's back in quarterback. Stack receiver to left, single right, H-back, and Nose your tailback. He's lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Looks something coming to the wide side, and he's going to get it, and Nose going to try up the middle, and he's going to be hit and stopped and pushed backwards. He might have got one.
That's called a host of Cyclones, Tony.
Take your pick.
Yep, there's 5
about 9 of them. The only one was Dalton, Mitchell, and Nate and Jake, and that's because they were outside.
Absolutely. Good job by the Cyclones. They're going to give him a yard on the initial push, bring up a second down and 9 from the 34. Clock's down to 7:55 to go in the third period.
Trips left, single receiver to the right. Nose your tailback lined up to the left side as they do the clap and then look over, trying to see what the defense is going to do. As now Nose gets a little bit wider as your tailback. And they're going to try to throw a little quick screen out, and it's going to be intended for Shannon. Shannon gets it, and he's going to be tackled by a host of Cyclones, blew it up by Nate Stevens and
Dalton Mitchell.
Dalton, and also big number 82, Mason Ball, come in, and they're actually going to lose about 3 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
We'll talk about it again, Tony, because the Cyclones are so used to seeing that.
Yeah.
A little bubble, a little screen over here to the sideline, and as we said, it's about a 20, 25-yard throw. Cyclones do it very well. The Mavericks not so well.
Now you back to pass is Miller. He's looking. He's going to step up, and he's going to try to run. He's going to be tackled right at the 35-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 8. So no harm, no foul so far, Stacy. Just need a little bit of time off. Now, be smart.
Yep. You see Coach Whitten telling him, if it's in your hands, you do it. He's looking at Jake, telling him, doing the get away. So let's see what they do here.
So waiting on the Mavericks punt as he gets it away. And that's a high spinning wobbly kick that Jake asked for. And he's going to be caught and tackled. Should have been a fair catch, but he didn't. He tried to make something happen. And he's tackled right at where he caught it. So we're lucky that we didn't turn the ball over. So it's 33-yard line, right at the 34-yard line where the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10.
Cyclones lead 28-7. Mavericks had a little momentum there. Good stop by the Cyclones after the roughing the kicker on the punt. As Tony said, no harm off of that foul.
Correct.
I guess is probably better to say. 6:24 to go here in the third period. Cyclones come out for their second offensive series of the second half.
Cyclones are going to have twins left, twins right. And Nate Stevens is your tailback. He's lined up to the right side of Rollins. Rollins, speed option. He's going to keep it, and he's going to go across 40, 45. Clancy cuts back across the field. It's 50, 45, 40. And he stiff arms, and he spins, and he's down inside the 35, down inside the 33-yard line. Huge run and a select 7 first down for the senior quarterback.
Yes, sir, Tony. That was all him. Great blocks over here. You got the freshman in, Jariah Griffith. You got Dalton Mitchell. Great blocks because they didn't hold, they didn't block in the back, and he ran from one side to the other and then back to the other side. Takes the ball all the way down to the Mavericks' 37-yard line. Big play for the Cyclones as we reach under 6 minutes of the
Rollins
third.
calls his own number. He's going to try over to the left side. He's going to be tackled out of bounds, well out of bounds. He's tackled, and they're going to mark him inside the 30, right around the 20. See where they mark it, Stacy. About the 27, 28-yard line.
Yep. Going to bring up a second down. We'll call it about 6.
Yep.
Look right.
Yep.
Second down and 6 to go. 5:54 to go on the being out of bounds. Cyclones lead 28-7, looking to score here.
Cyclones going to have trips right, single receiver left. Stevens lined up to the left side of Rollins. Play clock down to 12. Rollins, he's going to hand it to Stevens. Stevens lowers his shoulder and goes forward, and he's one tackle away, Stacy, breaking that tackle. He's tackled right at the 24-yard line. If he shoestring tackle, he scores.
Yeah. Going to bring up balls down to the 26-yard line.
3rd and 4.
3rd down, and looks like a long, right at 4 yards to go.
She's still got the same formation for the Cyclone. This time Stevens lines up to the right side of Rollins. Rollins will call his own number. He patiently lowers his shoulder, and he's still free. He's inside the 15, 10. Go to the house call. He's out. They're going to bring it in, and he's tackled right inside the 5. Yep, right inside the 5, but not before. It's a select 7 first down for the Cyclones.
Bryson Rollins again calls his own number. Looks like he stopped after he reaches the first down after about 6 yards, but another spin, Tony. He's probably had 8 or 10 spins out of tackles tonight. Gets all the way down. Tony had him in the end zone. The Maverick guy was able to bring him down.
I was ready for it.
Brings him down. It's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Jumbo package in. They're going to hand it to Cade. Cade's going to lower his shoulder. House call, give him 6.
Yes, sir. Good job by Cade Russell. That time he's hit about the 2-yard line. He lowers his shoulder. The Maverick defender goes down to the turf, and Russell goes into the end zone. So that makes sure Bojangles score the game 34-7 with 5:02 to go in the 3rd period as Smithville comes on to attempt the extra point. That's the kind of answer to that opening kickoff you want to see, Tommy.
Yes, good response for the Cyclone as we're waiting on the extra point with the snap from Russell and the hold from Whaley. Waiting on Whaley's ready. He motions. Good snap, kick up, and she looks good, and it is. So with 5:02 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, your new score, Cyclones are up 35-7. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Cold weather is just around the corner, so get the professionals from Advanced Heat Pump System to maintain your system. Advanced Heat Pump Systems installs and repairs all brands and types of home heating equipment, and that includes oil furnaces. Over 40 years experience, and they'll do the job right the first time. Call. You'll get a live person on the phone. 926-2665. Help keep your home comfortable.
Repeating your Bojangles score, it's Elizabethton 35, Anderson County 7. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding area for around 40 years, offering physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. The facility is clean, faces are friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter their doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. People you know, caring for people you love. And go Cyclones! Northeast Community Credit Union is the place for loans. Northeast Community Credit Union, proud Cyclones supporter for nearly 70 years.
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County, where new kicker Sean Smithdale's in to kick, and back deep is Terry standing about his own 10. Smithdale with the approach. Kick, and this time it's going to be a high-spinning kick. It's going to be fielded up near the 20. He's going to try to run outside the 25, and he's tackled out there by number 19, Teddy Orton. Great tackle right at the 27-yard line.
All right, Maverick's going to take over, and we give equal billing there. There's Preacher Mike running out to get the tee for the Cyclones. They now lead 35-7, 4:53 to go here in the 3rd period. Give some quick scores here real quick as they line up. Fowler's up real big over Oakdale in the 3rd period, 44-7. Knox Central over Daniel Boone, 27-0. Greenville now over Fulton. It's 28-12 in the 3rd period. Wow.
Hampton.
Hampton's up big, 34-12. And South Green still losing to Oneida, 28-7.
Jet motion. Moog's going to keep it, and he's going to go up near the 28-yard line where he's tackled. Gain of maybe 1 yard, maybe 2. They're going to say 2 yards, so this will bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Mavericks from the 20. They're on 29-yard line. Speaking of Preacher Mike, his wife's listening to us tonight. We appreciate her listening, and met his brother on the sideline, come up from Florida to watch the game. Moog's still in there. This time you're going to have single receiver left and right. Jet motion, they're going to hand it to Val. Val's going to try to get outside, and Nate's got great leverage. Yes, sir. And then we got this. That's dirty. 25 just slammed Eli Williams into the bench. 15-yard penalty. Back it up.
Good job. Good job by Nate Stevens that time. He took on his blocker. Tony said great leverage to bring him out.
Kept that outside arm free.
Kept the outside arm free, gets him on the ground, and Eli Williams is trailing over here as he's supposed to. Had the angle, and 25 just gets him and throws him out of bounds. So they're going to back him up 15, and I think they lost some on that anyway.
Dead ball, personal foul, so.
They'll lose it down, too.
Yep, should lose it down after that if it's a dead ball. Yep, he said dead ball, so had to be 15-yard penalty, so the down will count. So it should be 3rd down. Should be 3rd down and
was that the first down play, Tony?
it should have been 2nd down play. So the dead ball, so it should be 3rd. Oh,
the first, yeah,
okay.
Wes is right.
See, it is 3rd down.
They did call it 3rd down.
It is 3rd down.
It is.
Yep. I'm dumb, I know, most of the time. The Twins left and
You're
right.
the man tonight.
I just know when they raise their hand up, says dead ball, that means it counted. Twins left, Twins right. Tailback's lined up to the left side quarterback. Back to passes.
He's scared to death.
Miller. He's running. He's trying to get outside. Eli Williams says, I'm going to get you for the 3rd time, young man. And he backs him up to the 10.
That was a little harder for him that time, but that quarterback, just as soon as he saw those come, he tucked that.
Yeah.
He tucked it and tried to run, and he gets a sack, and they sack him all the way back to the 10-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 27 to go for Westridge. They're going to punt the guy.
Anderson County,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was looking up the Westridge score here. They're getting killed by Maryville, so back it all the way up to the 10 for Anderson County. Punters in the end zone.
As he run one on late. And snaps off, no pressure, and he gets a little shank off, and Jake's going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a chip shot right about the 38-yard line. So the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 from the Maverick 38-yard line, leading 35-7 with 3:07 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, you got the feeling if the Cyclones can score right here, that's going to be almost insurmountable by the Mavericks. And I'm telling you, it feels a whole lot like 3 years ago,
yes,
but it feels a whole lot better because the Cyclones were in this position then. But now they're on the other side looking to go to a big, huge quarterfinal game next week.
3 years in a row.
Looks like against the Greenville Green Devils.
Yep. As Cyclones going out with trips left, single receiver to the right. Russell's your tailback lined up to the left side of Rollins. Rollins snap. He's handed to Russell. Russell patiently waiting, lowers his shoulder, and he's going to be tackled. Maybe they're going to say he got back to the original line of scrimmage, Stacy. I thought he got about a yard, but they're going to say no gain, so they bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones at the Maverick 38-yard line.
You got in at center now for the Cyclones.
Dylan McDuffie's in at center.
McDuffie's in at center. Big Sam has been there earlier.
Back to pass. Quick screen out here to Jake. Jake gets it and waits on his block. He's trying to go back inside. He cuts the rack field. He's crossed the 35, and he's still inside the 30. Cage with a good block, and he's going to be tackled from behind, but not before he gets enough for a select 7 first down for Jake.
Normally you coach, you get that, you get outside, get what you can. He comes back inside. Rather than getting in traffic, he brings it all the way across the field.
He breaks every rule.
Probably about a 40-yard run to gain,
9. 10 yards, yeah.
10 yards, that's okay. It's a first down for the Cyclones. They have it first down and 10 from the Maverick 24, as we're down now to exactly 2 minutes to go here in the third period, already leading 35-7.
Twins left, H-back in to the left, and this time we're going to hand it to Russell. Russell's on lower shoulder, down inside the orange zone, right at the 20-yard line, where the pickup of about 4 yards, so it's going to bring up second down and 6 for the Cyclones right at the edge of the orange zone.
Tony, between his carries, his blocking, and the way he plays on defense, that kid gets hit every single play.
Yes, he does.
Every single play. Tough as a pine knot. 1:28 to go here in the third period. Again, Cyclones leading 35-7. Have it second down and 6 from the Maverick 20-yard line.
Same formation for the Cyclones. We'll hand off to Russell. Russell, he's going to be hitting the backfield and slam as the linebacker Shannon come shooting through the gap that time.
Yep. Had more of them than they had blockers for the Cyclones that time. So he's going to lose 2 yards. Going to bring up a third down and 8 for the Cyclones.
As we're right at under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Russell's off to the right. Now Rollins is calling his own number, patiently waiting. He dances inside. Oh, he trips and falls. The grass monkey gets him, but not before. It's another select 7 first down for the Cyclones. Pickup of 9 yards for the senior quarterback.
Good job by Rollins. Like you said, he made the cut. He just lost his feet, or he'd probably taken that into the end zone.
Yep.
Have it first down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Got 33 seconds to go here.
Russell's going to call his own number, and again, they hit him in the backfield for a loss of about 2 yards. And, Stacy, that may be the last play. They're shooting that gap. They're shooting the B gap.
They're shooting the left side there, Tonio.
And that is.
But that's all right. It's going to take us down to the end. The Cyclones won't run another play here in the third period as they go to the sideline. As we do that, we're going to send it back for a 60-second timeout from our station at WBEJ and our wonderful sponsors. But before we do, we let you know, as we enter the fourth period here in round 2 of the 2021 TSSAA playoffs, looking to go to the quarterfinals for the state championship. Your Elizabethton Cyclones lead big, 35-7. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
We all love Carter County for many reasons. It's the breathtaking views from Roan Mountain, the historical spirit of downtown Elizabethton, the summer playground of Watauga Lake, and everything in between. Carter County Bank is proud to call this our home. It's our pride and joy, and we know it's yours too. We would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for your business and support. Since 1939, it's been our mission to put customers first and offer services that help make your life easier. We are Carter County's bank, and this is home. Carter County Bank, a division of Bank of Tennessee, member FDIC.
Your Bojangles end of third quarter score, Elizabethton 35, Anderson County 7.
Do more of what you love. Expect more from your education. Achieve more of your goals. At Northeast State, we offer more than 135 programs of study, small class sizes, and we have a 90% job placement rate. Now is the time to do more. We are dedicated to guiding you through every step, from admissions to enrolling in classes to graduation. Visit northeaststate.edu and apply today.
Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery, 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, is currently accommodating all your catering needs, including baked items by special order.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As Bryson Rollins calls his own number over the right side, he's going to go down inside the 15 where he's forced out of bounds. A pickup of about maybe 1 yard to bring up third down and about 12 for the Cyclones right at the 15-yard line, Stacy.
You got to think this is 2-down territory, so it probably depends on what they do on this particular play.
You're going to have twins left, single receiver to the right. Nate's to the left side. And Nate goes left, Bryson goes right to sort of confuse the linebacker. Bryson lowers his shoulder and goes out of bounds. Inside the 10, they're going to mark him at the 9-yard line. So it's going to bring up a fourth down, and we'll call it 5 for the Cyclones.
They're going to try a field goal, Tony.
Are they?
Yes.
Yep. Sean Smithdale will try let's see, Stacy, it's from the 9 to be 25. We're going to say it's going to be a 26-yard field goal for the sophomore. It's going to be placed far right of the hash. Russell's a snapper. Whaley's the holder, and Smithville is your kicker. Waiting on the snap. Good snap. Down, kick is up, and it is long enough, and it is good. So with 11:39 left to go here in the fourth quarter, your new score, Cyclones are up 38-7. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Eat at one of the most popular places in Elizabethton, Jay's Corner at the corner of Lynn Avenue and F Street downtown. Jay's Corner was voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town, and you'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and the very wide selection of sandwiches. Jay's Corner is open daily except Sunday to eat in or carry out. You can also call ahead at 547-3300 to have your order ready for pickup. Jay's Corner, Lynn at F Street, Elizabethton, also featuring daily specials, ice cream, and shakes. See the full menu on Facebook.
Do more of what you love. Expect more from your education. Achieve more of your goals. At Northeast State, we offer more than 135 programs of study, small class sizes, and we have a 90% job placement rate. Now is the time to do more. We are dedicated to guiding you through every step, from admissions to enrolling in classes to graduation. Visit northeaststate.edu and apply today.
The drive-through window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school, with quality prescriptions for people and pets. WBEJ FM 107.9 AM 1240, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after the Anderson County defender caught the kickoff at the 26. He's barred it up, was tackled by Wes Shankles at their own 33, where they'll take over 1st and 10 with 11:33 left to go here in the ball game. Your Cyclones are up 38-7.
Good job by Shankles that time on the kickoff, Tony.
Yep. As we got the Wildcat formation with Moog in there, you got single receiver left and right. Double H back. No will be your tailback. No's going to line up to the left side of the quarterback, right behind the double H. Moog's going to get it, and he's going to try over the left side, and he's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to fall forward up near the 30, right at the 35-yard line, as he was tackled by
Mason Ball. Blew in there that time, and kind of kept him from getting any further, but good job by the Cyclone defense that time.
Yep, looks like Blake and Eli in on the tackle. As they're still going to be in the same formation for the Mavericks. And this time they're going to hand it to No. No's going to try over to the right side, and Nate's going to keep his outside leverage, and who makes a tackle, but number 28, Blake Stewart, after about a 3-yard gain, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Mavericks, right at the 40-yard line.
Nate Stevens played well in the game at that cornerback.
Yes, he has.
10:40 to go here in your ball game. Cyclones lead 38-7. Anderson County now has it 3rd down and 3.
As they're right here as the Cyclone fans, you can hear them with the band playing, standing on their feet ringing the cowbells as they're looking over trying to get the play. Same formation, double H back to the left. Now No lines up to the left side. Play clock down to 5. They're going to have to hurry. They're going jet motion, and Moog's going to keep it. He's going to try over the left side, and he's going to go forward, and he's going to fall forward into the 45, 46-yard line. That's going to be enough for a be a flag, Stacy. It's going to be a legal shift over here.
Looked like there was more people moving there, right? Yep. As the snap of the ball.
I'll start. Back them up.
So instead of 3rd down and 3, they're going to back them up. It's going to make it 3rd down and 8.
Yep.
Yep, 3rd down and 8 for the Mavericks.
Right at the 35-yard line. Now they're taking Moog out, and they're bringing in the freshman quarterback, number 2, Miller.
Wind the clock now. 10 minutes to go in your ball game. Cyclones lead 38-7.
They're going to send everybody into the wide side, so they're going to have trips to the wide, when they'll have a tight end to the short side or into the boundary, and empty backfield, so you're going to have a diamond. So it's going to have to be some type of pass out here to number 9 because the other 2 was ineligible, and he's going to be hit. Val's going to be hit and drove backward. No, sir.
Good job.
Eli Williams again blowed it up.
Yep, Eli Williams, great play.
He's played a well of a game, Stacy.
Yeah, absolutely he has.
Best thing we could do is have him transfer in from Bledsoe County.
He just reads it so quickly.
He does.
Good job by Williams. Going to bring up a 4th down and 13 for the Mavericks. We're back to punt now with 9:14 to go in your ball game.
Jake standing about our own 41. And it's off, and it's a high spinning kick that Jake is going to ask for, and be grand a fair catch right about the 36-yard line, where the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 at our own 37-yard line.
All right, 9:02 to go in the ball game. Cyclones have it in hand at 38-7. Run some time off this clock, Tony.
Yep.
Give you a quick update here on some scores. We got Cloudon up big over Oakdale, 52-8. Daniel Boone losing to Knox Central, 34-0. Greenville's now up over Fulton, 49-12. South Green still losing to Oneida, 28-7. And Pigeon Forge, 24-0 over Unicoi.
Jake gets it. He bounces out to the right side. He's going to be going across the 45 up near the 1st down. He's going to mark him out of bounds at the 46-yard line, where it will be, see where they broke the chain again, I believe, Stacy. Yep, they did. So go ahead and hit some more scores.
Hit some more scores here while they do more surgery on that. Coalfield, future opponent of the Highlanders, leading Midway 41-6. Maryville game is over. They beat Westridge 49-0. Hampton's up now 34-12 over Rockwood. Knox West all over Crockett 35-6.
So they did some plastic surgery and put a Band-Aid on the pitch, so it's good to go. So it's going to be a gain of 9 as we got 8:21 left to go here in the 4th and final period. Stacey, while we got a minute, let's talk about our 1st down sponsor, Select 7, where you can do home equity line of credit. You can do loans, CDs, money markets. If you work in 7 counties in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, you can become a member.
That all-important Christmas club's coming up too, Tony.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that this is the month of November. We're getting ready to hit the holiday season and go by and see the fine folks at Select 7 and take out a Christmas loan.
We're not killing time, ladies and gentlemen. The duct tape didn't work, so they're going to have to do something else to the chains over there. 8:42 here to go. Let's see what they're trying to do.
The Gorilla Tape worked that time.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Gorilla Tape got it, so it's going to be a gain of 9, so it's going to be 2nd down and 1 for the Cyclones with 8:42 left to go here in the 4th and final period. You'll have single receiver left and twins right. And it's going to be Stevens tailback. He's going to get it. He busts through, and he's into Maverick territory, across the 50, down into the 46-yard line. Another Select 7 1st down for the Cyclones.
Good hard run by Stevens. Great game by him on offense, catching the ball, running the ball, and we've already talked about his defense tonight, Tony.
Yes.
Good job by the junior stepping up tonight.
Yep. You got Mason Ball in at H-back. Got Big Sam back in there at center. Big Duffy back in at tackle. And they're going to hand it to Nate. Nate's going to be horse collared. He don't go down. He stays up, gets blocked by Dalton. He's across the 40, and he's going to be tackled right inside the 44-yard line. Is pickup of 2. That's an exciting 2-yard gain.
It was. He just got a big hit on him there right when he came into the line. He's able to break that, juke a little bit out here, but he's worn out, Tony. He's worn out on that 2-yard run.
Yeah, you can't wear Nate Stevens out. You'll have twins right, single receiver to the left, tailback, H-back, and Nate's going to get it. He's going to blast through the line across 40. Ball, give it to him, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Give it to him.
Oh, yeah,
they're throwing a flag. Come on.
They're throwing a flag on them, Tony.
I know. Well, say something. They're going to give it to him. Give it to him. It's going to be a horse collar tackle or a face mask, and they're talking about see if he got in. Touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Bam. Yes, sir. Great run by
Shot
Junior.
like a cannon. Shot like a cannon, Tony. He goes up, gets horse collar right at the very end. They're going to call the penalty, but they huddle. They've already signaled touchdown. So let's see what they do with the penalty. It's a horse collar. It's a personal foul.
Personal foul. It's a horse collar or face mask thrown by the side judge. He was running down.
Probably a face mask.
Yeah. Nate stuck the ball around. So Cyclones are up by a score of 44-7, pending the extra point with 7:24 left to go here in the fourth and final period.
What an exciting run. What an exciting run by Stevens.
Nate has played a well of a game tonight, defensively and offensively, Stacy. Made some great catches. More importantly, he set the edge all night long as a cornerback.
It's the only funny thing they've ever done down here at Anderson County. They're playing the Jeopardy tune now as the referees are still huddling.
Yeah. Now he comes over. What's he going to say? He's going to say touchdown is good. And no flag.
No flag.
Huh.
Not only that, they brought in the replacement sticks over there, Tony. We've got some new yard markers. So we're ready to go, 7:44. More importantly for the Cyclones, let's get this extra point. We got a running clock now.
As the referee comes over to the coach at Anderson County, explains to him.
And here comes
Jeopardy again. As the referee finally trots out, getting ready to whistle it into play, is waiting on the extra point. Snap from Russell, the hold from Whaley. Smith deal with the point after the attempt. Snap, good snap, ball down, kick is up, and she is good. So with 7:44 left to go, your new score, Cyclones 45-7. We'll be back after the 60-second timeout.
Watson's Marine off Highway 11E Bluff City is where you'll find one of the area's best selections of fishing tackle and marine accessories, plus the latest Camas, Phoenix, and Vexus boat selections. Watson's Marine also has Mercury and Yamaha outboard engines. Owner Aaron Green and sales and tackle shop manager Rex Pendergrass invite you to stop in soon and look at all the latest models and merchandise. Watson's Marine, Highway 11E, 2 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway towards Johnson City. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, all available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by the Elizabethton Federal office nearest you for more information. Apply for a mortgage online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County High School, where Smithfield's got the ball teed up, far hash, approaching the kick, and it's a high spinning kick. It's going to be fielded on the run right about the 20 by Terry. Terry's going to go back across. He's going to try to stiff arm, and he's going to run parallel. He's still at the 20. He's going to be tackled right at the 25-yard line. So the Mavericks will take over, and there's a flag on the play over here, Stacy, far sideline.
Teddy Orton, Dalton Mitchell there do a good job on that.
Staying at home.
Getting down.
Got 2 flags. We got one at the 30 and one at the 34. Yep. And as long as they've taken to discuss some of them, we'll be here for a couple of minutes.
We'll hear the Jeopardy tune here again, too. Clock's running right now there, Tony. That's fine.
Yep.
Got a running clock with 35 in it. They can talk for about 7 more minutes if they want to.
And we're going to have a holding against the Mavericks. That's declined. And then the second one is personal foul targeting against the Mavericks, which will be accepted. So it's spotted from the 30-yard line, so it's going to back it up at the blind side block, Stacy.
Yep.
It's one of those safety issues. We've seen it a couple of times. You see it a lot in the college ranks. No more crackback.
That running clock, Tony, we've had
Nate comes off.
We've got a minute run off this clock before they even snap the ball.
Stacy, we got a lot of new faces out here. Let's go ahead and hit some of them. You got Shankles in at one linebacker, TJ in another one. You got number 15, Luke Whaley at one corner, Jeriah Griffin, safety, and looks like the other corner. Who's that up at the top?
That's still Jake.
No, I don't think it's Jake 19 maybe.
Yeah, it is. That's Orton.
Teddy Orton. As moves in as your quarterback, he's going to get it, and he's going to try over the left side. He's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to be tackled by Trent up across the 20, up near the 21-yard line, where a gain of 5 yards as he's slow to get off. And we got another flag coming in late.
They're going to call that on Trent, I'm afraid.
He must have said something.
We'll celebrate there a little bit. We got a man down. They're going to come out and check on him. When we do, let's just take a 30-second timeout real quick. As we do, 5:45 to go in your ball game. Cyclones up big, 45-7. We'll take a 30-second timeout.
For services beyond just shipping, there's so much more at the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, including printing. No matter what your printing need might be, the UPS Store in Elizabethton provides printing for business cards, yard signs, decals, invitations, envelopes, promotional items, banners, and any other outdoor signage. For any printing need you have, see the UPS Store, 106 Broad Street, Elizabethton, locally owned and ready to serve you 7 days a week. The UPS Store also provides notary service. Your Bojangles score, Elizabethton 45, Anderson County 7.
Celebrate the holidays in magical downtown with shopping, dining, and more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Main Street, Elizabethton. Go Cyclones!
WBEJ.
Cold nights are back, making the hot lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and other hot Italian foods at Dino's taste even better. From the American menu, try Dino's hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy. And a new item to warm you up this time of year in more ways than one is Johnny Red's Hot Chicken. Ask about Johnny Red's Hot Chicken next time you eat at Dino's, where you can also enjoy a ribeye steak at lunchtime. And on Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad inside. Dino's, downtown Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the injured number 18, Mook, walks off under his own power. Hopes or thoughts and prayers are with him, as it's going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty assessed against the Cyclones. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Mavericks from their own 37-yard line, as we're right at 5:06 left to go here in the game. And they're going to hand the end around to Shannon. Shannon's going to try to go outside, and he's going to be TJ got him outside, strung it out. He's going to be forced out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Gerard Griffin comes up, makes a tackle. Good job of Luke Whaley trying to hold that edge, sit that edge out here.
Yep. Clock down now to 4:45 to go in your ball game. Cyclones lead 45-7. Anderson County has it now 2nd down and 1 from their own 46-yard line.
Quarterback Miller's in. You're going to have single receiver left and right. They're going to hand it to No. No's going to try up the middle, and he's going to still fight for yards. He's going to fall for it up near the 48-yard line, and that's going to be enough for another Maverick first down. 1st and 10 Mavericks from their own 49-yard line. As Stacey, we got number 32, Andrew Blevins, coming in for number 44, Caleb Johnson.
Still got Shankles in there at the linebacker.
Yep. Back to pass is Miller. He's going to throw a gun pattern. And should have been pass interference, but Luke Whaley comes up as he shoved him. And great play by the sophomore.
Great recovery by Whaley there to turn around, get position. Yep. Incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10.
As the receiver shoved him off a little bit, but Whaley stayed the course, come back, and knocked it down to force an incomplete pass.
Bryson Davis comes in now at the other end. Okay. Brad Cannon goes out. 2nd down and 10 from the 48 for the Mavericks.
No flips over to the right side, and they're going to hand it to No. He's going to bounce out to the right. He's going to lower his shoulder. He's going down inside Cyclone territory to be tackled by T.J. Little down there at the 34-yard line, but that's enough for another Maverick first down. We got 3:12 left to go here, Stacy. Cyclones are all Cyclones from the opening kickoff, 45-7. To set up next week, Stacy, the rematch for the 5th year in a row. Nope, this will be the 3rd year in a row on a swing pass out, and Val gets it out of bounds, and he's going to be forced after a no-yard game. Be the 3rd year in a row. Be the last 4 state championship champions play in week 3.
Yep, absolutely. 2:36 to go here. Have it 2nd down and 10. Go, clock, go.
Yep. Tick, 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 tick. Hand it to No. No's going to try again. He's going to be tackled from behind by 3 or 4 Cyclones as Andrew Blevins.
He ends up with the ball.
Ends up with the ball, but
they're going to say he was down. Bring up 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6, straight from the 30-yard line for the Mavericks.
Pickup of about 4 yards. 2:05 left to go here in the 4th and final period. Cyclones are up 45-7. They're going to hand it. Nope. He's going to try fake, and Miller's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage for no gain by number 52, J.C. Andes, and also number 32, Andrew Blevins. So it's going to force a 4th down and 6 for the Mavericks right at the 30-yard line.
I mean, he did the fake, but he almost lost the ball, and that gave him enough time to get that. So it brings up 4th down and 6 now for the Mavericks. Ball still on the 30-yard line, 1:30 to go in your ball game.
Play clock down to 22 seconds on the play clock. Game clock at 1:20. And they're going to hand it to No. No's going to try over the right side. He's going to be hit, and he's going to fall forward, and Stacy's pinned on the spot.
They're going to
give it to him. Yep. Going to mark him down about the 24-yard line, and that's going to be enough for another Maverick 1st down. They got it 1st and 10 at the Cyclones' 24-yard line.
We're under a minute to go now, Tony. 56 seconds to go. Still taking their time. Still calling it in from the sideline.
Yep. As the Cyclone faithful are standing to their feet. The student section standing, we can barely see them to our left. No splits over to the right side of the quarterback. Quarterback back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw it up to Val. Dry Griffin comes over.
Good job,
Dry. Makes a great play. As he telegraphed that, Stacey, he stared him down the whole entire way.
He certainly did. Dry did a great job of getting up high, swatting the ball away. Looks like he jammed his knee just a little bit. He's limping a little bit, but we're down to 15 seconds to go in the ball game.
That's it, Stacey. They're not going to run a play. So your Elizabethton Cyclones have advanced to week 3 at Greenville. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the important stats from Wes and the second half recap. But before we do, we'll tell you your Cyclones are victorious here tonight by a score of 45-7. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Russ Swaney Real Estate is Elizabethton's oldest, most experienced real estate firm. Russ Swaney, David Collins, Deborah Sutherland, and Julia Adams combine their efforts to give their clients the utmost in experienced real estate service with a proven record of success. Whether listing your property to sell, searching for a new home, or needing the services of a professional auctioneer, Russ Swaney Real Estate offers their clients the utmost in service. If it's real estate, it's time to call Russ and his team. They get the job done.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
If you ever need assistance for yourself or a loved one, Aging in Place, Elizabethton's in-home care service, can help. Aging in Place offers help for everyday activities you may no longer be able to do for yourself due to aging or a physical disability, like bathing, dressing, getting around your home, preparing meals, or doing household chores. Aging in Place employs screened and skilled caregivers and is accepting new clients. Aging in Place, in-home care, a 10-care choice provider at 360 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 232-7730. It's not like home, it is home. Aging in Place is now hiring. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jonathan Street, your Elizabethton Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jonathan Street is a proud sponsor of Elizabethton High School football on WBEJ. For all your investment needs, call Jonathan at 543-8811 or stop by the office at 504 East Street, Elizabethton. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. After nearly 35 years of experience in law enforcement, as your next sheriff, Kim Birchfield will be a Carter County sheriff you can talk to if you have a problem. One who will value and appreciate his employees. One with common sense and who will listen to the people. Kim Birchfield presently serves as an Elizabethton City Councilman, is a lifetime member of the Carter County Rescue Squad, and also a Mason and Shriner and a member and deacon of First Baptist Church Elizabethton. Elect Kim Birchfield as your next Carter County sheriff in the May 3rd Republican primary. Paid for by Kim Birchfield. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this upcoming holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Anderson County, where your Cyclones are victorious in round 2 of the 2021 TWSAA 4A playoffs. Joined again by Wes Hostclaw for our final game stats. We'll have a summary of his scoring in the second half, and then we'll have your stats. Wes, let's summarize the scoring in the second half for the ball game.
Yeah, Anderson County came out and had a little bit of momentum there. First play of the quarter, Garrison Terry took off and had a 92-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He hit the sideline and went untouched there. The Mavericks ended up being the Mavericks' only score of the game at that point. Both teams swapped punts from there, and then Rollins opened the drive with a 34-yard first down run. Then he ran for 22 yards to the 4. Cade Russell capped the drive with a 4-yard score, make it 35-7, 5:02 remaining in the third quarter. A personal foul penalty, and then Eli Williams had his third sack of the game to force a punt. And then Jake Roberts picked up a 14-yard first down grab, and Rollins had a first down run to close the third quarter. Cyclones got back on the board first, beginning of the fourth quarter there. Sean Smithdale, 26-yard field goal, made it 38-7, 11:39 to go. Cyclones held Anderson County to their 8th punt of the game. Then Nate Stevens showed that drive. Had a first down, then he burst the line and rumbled 44 yards to the end zone, 45-7, with 7:24 to go. Cyclones pulled their starters, and then on defense, and Anderson County had 3 first downs, but were unable to get in the end zone. For the night, Elizabethton had 426 yards of total offense, 172 passing yards, 40 combined rushes for 254 yards. Wow. 17 first downs, 9 penalties for 85 yards. Rollins had a monster game again, 11 of 17, 172 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception passing. Carried the ball 21 times for 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Also on the ground, Cade Russell, 13 carries, 39 yards and a touchdown. Nate Stevens had 6 carries for 61 yards and that rushing touchdown there at the end, and he also had 4 catches for 41 yards. Also receiving, Jake Roberts, 4 catches, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. Teddy Orton, 2 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown. Then Eli Williams had those three big sacks there for the Cyclones in the game. Defensively, this was the story of the game for Elizabethton. As good as the offense was, Anderson County had a negative 11 in offense and only 2 first downs before the final drive of the game, before the starters were pulled. That's at that point.
The fourth period. You're late in the fourth period. Cyclones pull their starters. At that point, Anderson County has minus 11 yards
total offense and only 2 first downs. They ended up with finished with 35 yards of offense, negative 6 passing. Here's the flip side: they had 2 yards passing in the first half. Ended up into the game with negative 6 passing because of all the backfield stars of Cyclones, and ended up with 41 yards rushing, where they had negative 22 rushing in the first half. 5 first downs, 8 penalties for 71 yards, and 8 punts on the game for Anderson County. Their quarterback Cody Russell was 4 of 11 for negative 6 yards, and Gavin Noe had 14 carries for 67 yards. The vast majority of that was on that final drive right there. But you can't talk enough about the defensive effort for the Cyclones tonight. Offensively, always strong, but the defense was just on another level. And
it wasn't really anything Anderson County was doing. The Cyclones were just that tough. They tried to run Noe. They stopped him. Quarterback looked scared to death every time he dropped back to pass or he tried to do an option. They were just crashing. The ends did a great job, and we talked about the play of Nate Stevens. Don't discount Drew Turner, Grayson Hatfield, big Trenton Taylor on the line. What they're doing, Cannon and Johnson on the ends did a great job. But Nate Stevens on that corner and Eli Williams. What a game by Eli Williams at linebacker.
My goodness. And it wasn't even just the sacks. He had the 3 monster sacks, but he had a couple of big tackles for loss there on the edge there on passing plays, and a couple stops there on the defense in the run game too. He was all over the field. You talk about writing a different story down here. That was the thing that you both talked about during the game. Is Elizabeth's got to write a different story down here on the road from the last 2 times we were down here this round, a few years ago, and certainly did that. And then now you look at a monster game next week, and again, it's like the last 2 years. The third year in a row, it's going to be, in my opinion, the state championship game next week. And
it's a shame you have to play what amounts to a championship game in the quarterfinals or the third round. But after Elizabethton lost to Greenville this year, kind of the grumbling, kind of the uncertainty. Cyclone's only goal at that point in time was to get back to this point for a rematch, and that's what they were able to do. So it'll be a lot better trip going home than it was coming down here.
That's right.
So Cyclones win big tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 45-7. Big Wes, we couldn't do this without you. Best stat man in the business right here. We appreciate you very much, and we'll go to Greenville, and we'll be there earlier next week.
That's right,
sir. Thank you, sir. We're going to send it back to the station and Bart Needens as he plays some commercials from our all-important sponsors here on WBEJ Radio Sports. When we come back, Tony and I will have a few closing comments, and then we'll have a preview of the big quarterfinal game next week as your Elizabethton Cyclones travel to Greene County to face the Green Devils for a rematch of the last 3 quarterfinal games for the TSSAA Championship as the Cyclones continue their march toward Chattanooga. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Shouldn't financial advice focus on you, your goals, challenges, dreams for the future? At Modern Woodman, our goal is to help you plan for your financial security. Our representatives are people you can trust to help bring your dreams to life. Modern Woodman can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
Call your local Modern Woodman representative, Donna Bear, at 302-8188 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
When it comes time to replace your tires, check in with Birchville Tire and Recapping, G Street, Elizabethton. Open regular hours for the best deal on all the name brand tires you trust. Yokohama, Michelin, Cooper, BF Goodrich. All tires at Birchville Tire and Recapping are mounted and computer balanced. No cost to you. You'll receive a free rotation every 5,000 miles. Birchville's Tire and Recapping, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Open Saturdays 8 to 12:30, weekdays 8 to 5.
342-0174. That's the number for Air Right. Here to make all your heating and cooling problems right. Air Right provides great service at a fair price for all types of systems. Heat pumps, gas and oil furnaces, or geothermal. Just call 342-0174. You'll get honest service and be informed about repairs needed with free estimates. Find out more online at RITETN.com or call Air Right 24/7 at 342-0174.
Locally owned Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse provide a comfortable and cozy getaway without leaving town. For a great vacation or just a weekend getaway, Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse is the peaceful place to stay on the beautiful Watauga River on Sycamore Shoals Drive off the Watauga Road. For fishing, canoeing, and kayaking, gatherings for family or friends, and always lasting memories. Meredith Valley Cabins, where memories are made by the water's edge. View Meredith Valley Farm on Facebook for more information. Steve's Lawn Care of Elizabethton is now removing leaves from commercial parking lots in addition to mowing. If you need leaf removal, Steve's Lawn Care is ready to remove the leaves from your residence or commercial parking lot. For mowing service next spring, Steve's Lawn Care is accepting new clients right now. Other services are also available with free estimates for all jobs. Remember, Steve's Lawn Care service is licensed and insured. So call Steve's Lawn Care for residential and commercial needs Monday through Saturday at 895-0149. Mike A.C. Enzer is a candidate for Carter County Mayor in next May's Republican primary and would appreciate your vote. Mike A.C. Enzer is a lifelong resident of Carter County, has 26 years experience in education with 3 degrees, and is currently principal at the Siam Learning Center. He also helped his parents run their construction business, and as county mayor, promises equal representation across Carter County. Please vote Mike A.C. Enzer for county mayor in next May's Republican primary. Paid for by Mike A.C. Enzer. Northeast Community Credit Union is the place for loans. Northeast Community Credit Union, proud Cyclones supporter for nearly 70 years.
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to a victorious night for Cyclones and Stacy as we exercise your demon, as we come to a place we hadn't won before and won convincingly.
If you would have asked me at the beginning of the game, they would have negative yards. If you would have had no running for 14, 15 carries and less than 75 yards, 60-some yards rushing, and most of that came on that final drive. Up until that final drive when the Cyclones had pulled their starters, negative 11 yards total offense. That's just absolutely dominating. And, you know, this team, this Mavericks team, I mean, they've got the big boys up front. They've got the 2 H-backs. They got No. They got Moog. They didn't do anything any different. The Cyclones just stopped them tonight. Right. I mean, that's impressive as it can be. And as Wes and I were talking, you know, after that Greenville game, everybody got a little rattled. It's been a long time since we've lost around Betsy here. That got everybody a little bit rattled, but we talked about it a little bit. We talked about it a little bit with Coach Whitten. We go into Burley Stadium next week. The difference between this Cyclone team and Week 3, number 16, Eli Williams, 28, and 28, Blake Stewart, we didn't have them at the beginning, and you've got 82 Mason Ball, the sophomore, back to where he's more comfortable, back where he knows what he's doing at outside linebacker. That's huge for the Cyclones, and we saw what they were able to do tonight when you've got that set up, and we didn't have that in Game 1. And I think that's a difference maker next week. So, you know, all the speculation, and you know, we talk to Coach Whitten all the time. You talk to Brian Whitten. We talk to Dave Campbell, and nobody wants to talk about that Greenville game until it comes. Well, we can talk about it all week. That's right. Talk about it all week now, and you know, it's hard to believe the last 4 state champions out of this. Last 4 state champions in the state of Tennessee came out of this game. We're getting ready to play next week. You're and a real good chance that the next one comes out of this state.
Yep. You know, we've always said, and you know, it's not, you know, tooting our own horn, but we've always said whoever wins Week 3, right, will go on and win. You know, the Anderson County, when they had a couple of years ago in 17-18, where they had those 2 great teams, they beat us here, went to Greenville. Greenville beat them. Greenville went on to win it all. So Week 3, it's hard to believe that Region 1, Region 2 winner goes on to win the state.
And just in 4A, that's just what happens here. Yeah, that's just what happens here, and that just goes to the strength of 4A football in Region 1 and Region 2. All right, as we do this, let's hit a couple of scores here real quick, and then we're going to send it back to the station for one more wrap up, and then after that we'll start getting ready for Greenville. Is what we're going to do.
All right, start off with Cloudland, just completely annihilated Oakdale by a score of 60-16.
Daniel Boone's season comes to an end as they lose to Knox Central 41-7.
Greenville, next week's opponent, 56-12 over Fulton.
Here's a big upset. Oneida 35, South Green 21.
So Hampton's at home next week.
Hampton's at home next week. Yes,
Pigeon Forge 24, Unicoi County 0. Final.
Let's go down here to one we care about. Coalfield over Midway 41-6 because that's a future opponent of the Cloudland Highlanders.
Next week, I believe. And then Hampton 47-18 over Brockwood in the fourth quarter. Maybe a final, but they're at home next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With that big nemesis out of the way now, too. Yep. No longer South Green. Maryville goes big over West Ridge 49-0, and West goes over David Crockett 42-13.
Yep.
So that's going to wrap up. Thanks to Coach T and Wes pulling those things up for us on the scores. Wes and I were talking about this a little bit during break when we were off the air. I don't know the last time that Carter County's had 3 teams in the quarterfinals, but that's exactly what's going to happen next week with
3
Hampton.
out of 5.
Yeah, with Hampton and Cloudland both at home.
Yep. So it's amazing. We'll have to do some research. So, Stacey, let's go ahead and go back to the station for this other break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on this, and then we'll get ready to enjoy that 2.5-hour ride home.
Yes,
as victorious as we've exercised the demon here in Anderson County. For the final time, Cyclones are victorious tonight. We'll be back after these words from our sponsor.
If you're age 65 or on disability, you qualify for Medicare, and now is the time to enroll in your 2022 Medicare plan. There are many Medicare plans for different people with different needs, so to find the one best for you, contact your local Medicare agent, Adam Buckles. Even if you're already on Medicare, Adam may have a better plan for your needs. See Adam Buckles in downtown Elizabethton at 519 East E Street in the Odom Insurance Office between Farm Supply and the library, or call him at 213-7655, 213-7655. Hampton Pharmacy is still the small community drugstore people still love to shop, located on Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling. Plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Shop the excellent selection of case knives at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 Hampton, an authorized case knife dealer. October 15th through December 7th is the open enrollment period for Medicare beneficiaries to choose a different Medicare enrollment plan. Call or stop in at Elizabethton Insurance Agency, downtown Elizabethton, and let the professionals help you choose the Medicare enrollment plan that's best for you in the new year ahead. That's October 15th through December 7th for Medicare open enrollment. Let Elizabethton Insurance help you find your best Medicare coverage. Elizabethton Insurance Agency, 328 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, also best for homeowners, auto, and business insurance. Custom Muffler and Brake is a full-service auto repair shop. Bring your vehicle for any mechanical work you might need, whether it's a major engine overhaul or repair, or even just minor fixes and routine checkups. Check your vehicle's fluid levels now for pre-winter preparedness, and also check your car's air conditioner too, because it works year-round as a drying agent, taking moisture out of your interior air to avoid condensation on the windshield. Custom Muffler and Brake is EPA certified to service car air conditioners and is conveniently located at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. For all your landscaping needs, including landscaping installation, new yards seeded and strawed, landscaped maintenance, and yet more, contact Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping right here in Elizabethton. Jason Bowling has been providing landscaping and lawn maintenance for years and also provides mulching, trimming, and even junk removal services. B&G has it all. So no matter what your landscaping need is, call Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton at 512-1036. Give your dog more comfort this fall with a pre-winter shedding cleanup and hair trim from Precious Paws Pet Grooming in the Biltmore community. Dogs will soon start shedding their summer hair like falling leaves ahead of the heavier winter coat. A trim now at Precious Paws will help make them more comfortable in the waning warmth by a faster purge of the shedding hair. Fall nail trims provide better winter comfort for dogs' feet too. Get more details from Debbie Moore, owner of Precious Paws Pet Grooming, Old Highway 19E Biltmore, in business now for 28 years.
Celebrate the holidays in magical downtown with shopping, dining, and more. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Main Street, Elizabethton. Go Cyclones!
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the victorious Anderson County as your Cyclones move on to Week 3. Stacy, you know, teams in the past have said, Greenville beat us, we'll go back, we'll go back, we'll go back. This time, this Cyclone, we're going back.
Yep, absolutely. You know, it's in talking, you know, these away games, Coach Brian Whitten usually in the vehicle with me, and, you know, it's always, we got to repeat what Greenville did. You know, we beat Greenville the last 2 years in the regular season, and they fought really hard to get us back in this round 3. And this year's team was taxed with the task of having to do the same thing.
Yep.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy, but they did that. They've come together, and they're playing their absolute best football right now when you want to do it.
Yes,
so,
they are.
You know, if they had the same team and playing the same in Week 3 right now, I'd say, man, I really dread next week. But I'm telling you, this is a different team. The stakes are different. They've got a little bit different mindset. So, you know, you go to play at another tough place, down at Burley Stadium,
which we've already won at.
We've won there. We've kind of excised that demon that we're talking about. Check the big one off here tonight. You know,
Yep.
this place has been a thorn in our side. So we beat them twice in 1 year at home, but more importantly, we beat them here now. So we're where we need to be right now going into this game. And I mean, with this defensive effort that we had against a very good football team. Now, Greenville's got a whole different set of weapons, and right now they're number 1 and we're number 2, so it's up to the Cyclones to flip that. But you know, the coaches, you know, the players are going to put in in a hard week of work right here, and it's going to be one well of a ball game, Tony. I can't wait.
Yeah, it reminds me of Jim Carrey when he looked and he said, "So you're saying there's a chance?"
So you're telling me that
we got a chance. That's all you asked for.
I think the Cyclones have a better chance than Dumb and Dumber did in that particular movie. But in that movie, he ended up marrying that woman in real life. So we got a chance.
Yep.
We got a chance here to really. You talk about an amazing chance for the Cyclones to really rewrite the script on the 2021 season.
Yep.
It's all right there in front of them. They just got to reach out there and grab it.
That's right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you show up in force next week. We want to outnumber them like we did 2 years ago when we showed up. They only allotted us like 600 tickets, and the side was full.
Yeah, there's 1,000 people there.
Don't know how you Cyclone Nation did it, but these kids deserve it. These kids need it, and you are the difference makers. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and tell you next week. David Miller will have his show at right around 5:40, and then at 6 o'clock we'll have the Coach Sean Witten show, and then Stacy and myself and Wes will come live at 6:30 from Burley Stadium as we get ready to preview. Some people are calling the real state championship game next week at 6:30. So for tonight, in honor of John, as he always did, just every time I come back here, Stacy, I remember this is the last place I called a game with John Holzclaw.
Yes, sir.
I never will forget that. So, in a way John always used to say it, good night, God bless, and go Cyclones. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Elizabeth